crit! Sakura, is this how it all ends? 800 damage!
Oh my god! Not the second match change, but he's amazed.
Oh, that's so weird.
No delays, no Sir Karibos. Taz can Levica goes to the lane. Taz takes it back.
And welcome everyone, welcome to the semifinals, the second semifinal of Season 7 of Team Wars. Happy to be here, happy to be streaming this big event, and what an event, like I said, two really big teams. We're gonna do, well, we'll see what they're gonna do. Maybe they're gonna break, maybe they're not. Hopefully we're gonna have a great match, and of course today, you know it, it's Sunday. And what is Sunday? Sunday is Baguette Day, and I'm your first bread of today because yes, this is gonna be a full baguette stream. First bread Aankara, your host of today, and I'm joined by the man who speaks way too many languages and play as well way too many meme decks. I am Disturbia. How you doing, man?
Doing very good. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be a pretty nice match. We are waiting, of course, for the two players to join the tables and start. But yeah, it's gonna be something. I mean, two teams that are pretty good, as we saw. Of course, they're in semifinals, so that says everything. But 10th and 12th overall, 6 win, 4 loss. Both teams did kind of the same jobs, and we'll see who's doing the best and who's gonna do the best today.
Yeah, exactly. Both teams are actually pretty interesting, and the main thing I want to point out is that I think they're like one of the most surprising teams out of this season. Like some of the matches they've done, they really made some impressive results and pretty interesting scoring as well. So this is going to be interesting seeing these two teams fighting each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Definitely, and of course, please guys, in the chat, if like the music is too loud or anything, or if my voice is too low compared to Disturbia's, please let me know. Of course, we'll modify it as we go. Also, like, right now it's the groove music of the whatever it is. Like, I just took a random music from Duel Links, but I'll just put the music of the game after because, you know, we don't want to get banned. But it's fine. So yeah, we're gonna see, as you see it, both teams know the starter already. It's Lorenzo versus Sun, Neo versus Diffusion. I do believe it's gonna be a really great match, so let's see. Let's jump into the first game. Let's go. Okay, that's where I need to find the music of the game, because yeah guys, I do not play with the in-game sound. It's horrible. Wait, why is zero sound coming out even though it should? Interesting. Has to cool. There should be sound from Duel Links. Well, whatever. Gonna keep the music we have for now. I'll check that just after.
Maybe that's the general settings where you have mute Duel Links in that case.
Yeah, well, that's what I checked,
well.
and it's unmute. No, nothing is muted on my side, but I still don't hear the sound. But whatever. We'll just modify this as we go. So let's see what we have. We have Blue Eyes on one side from Neo, and another, like the usual 20 card. No, it's a 27 card. And on the other side, Lorenzo with, let's see, I mean, it could be Neos. Of course, Neos invoked.
Easily invoked Neos because you have 24 cards and you're using Bandicoot, so it must be this deck. No, I gotta say 27 cards Blue Eyes using the Setokaba DSOD is a real big surprise, as most of the people will play near 20 cards or just 20 cards. I've seen very few play 30 cards, but 27 I wonder why he chose that number as well, and what cards is he using inside it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I mean, I'm not really familiar with this specific matchup. I would say it's a lot depending on the hand. Like this Cosmic Cyclone and the Prismatic Karma Cut is pretty effective because Karma Cut is definitely annoying for Neos, but this looks like a brick though on Lorenzo's side, pretty much on both, to be honest.
Yeah, for me that's a brick on both, as they're pretty much having the spells and traps. Cards of Consonance.
Okay, that's
Yeah, that's not really a brick here. This is really going to help him out. Able to draw 2 cards, sending the Ancient Stone, which is going to bring a Blue Eyes or a Spirited White Dragon, which I do believe he's going to go for the Spirit White Dragon, so he's able to banish one of the spell traps set on the side of Lorenzo.
Yeah. And also, you have to know, guys, on the chat that before the match, I told the two teams, please don't brick, so I probably just jinxed the whole thing for us, but that's fine. God damn it. Okay, so now they start being able to do stuff, but still, on one side it's just like responding with Cosmic Cyclone, so not much. At least Cosmic Cyclone gives you switcheroo, so there is that. Yeah, switcheroo coming out, definitely bricks. At least, as you said, on the other side there is some stuff now. Okay, that's no. Where are the monsters? Lorenzo, where are the monsters? So. No, I guess you can pretty much go on the aggressive and see, because I don't think there's gonna be like a wall of disruption or drowning or anything like this, so just go for it and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much true. I don't think Lorenzo will be playing this kind of cards. Will be possible, but it's almost rare. And also had another Ancient White Stone. That is ending to be a good opening for Sun this time.
No, yeah, that's getting better. Now you can go for
Doesn't
some
even mean to do the synchro, but I believe he made 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, it still puts the monster in the grave, but yeah, I was gonna say there has to be a response on the other side. Okay, alright, that's a bad hand. When you start with Volcanic Shell as your only monster, you're not gonna go far.
Yeah, you really rely a lot on the staples.
Ballista Squad. That's actually pretty interesting. Ballista squatting, sending the monster to the grave so he's not banished. Canadia being chained. Too bad this Canadia won't be flipped summoned back or anything.
It has chances still. Yeah, it has chances to come back later on. Another thing is that he still has ways to play switcheroo, and maybe just comes back with whatever cards he needed.
Yep.
No, on the side of Lorenzo, I do believe he'll have to play with the spell and traps first because of the card that has been set by Canadia, which is the Ancient Stone. And he's going to or get Purgatro so he can deal a lot of damage, or else he can try to play around the spells and traps. So he sets a monster.
The aggressive version would have been also to like Ballista your own. Okay, I was gonna say maybe he has two. Ta-da. Yeah, I was gonna say the aggressive thing would have been to Ballista your White Stone of the Ancient to bring back a monster. Here it's at least gonna bring back the Canadia, but it's gonna give a Blue Eyes White Dragon to Sun, so he's definitely still on the aggressive. And he's taking the lead definitely in this match. I mean, there is only 2 monsters set on the other side, so it's definitely not what you want for Lorenzo. Definitely a bad hand. But the cool thing about Neos is like out of nowhere, just with one draw, they can completely make a comeback.
Pretty much. Also depends on the field of his opponent, but the fact that Blue Eyes had a brick and mainly had some spells and traps,
Yeah.
it is going to be hard for Lorenzo to be fully doing the comeback.
Yeah, now
Like
it's looking bad. That's looking bad. You have Synchro 9 here. You can.
It is.
Yep.
Though Vermilion is not going to work, he'll have to play exactly
Yeah.
Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. No, it's not the worst thing, as he can actually play Purgatura still if he goes by banishing the Volcanic Shell. The difference is he cannot use the effect of Volcanic Shell to get another one, and I don't think he will use it just to like destroy his life points, but maybe he will, just so he can have another switcheroo on turn 8.
Yeah.
He has the Blue Eyes, yeah. I think that is going to be over. I do believe Sun has the Blue Eyes. No, he does not. Okay. Still fair, that is still the good play, using the effect of Moist Stone of Ancient to get back one of the Blue Eyes. He gets the Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon, which will come in handy later on.
And this is the win on just a brick. That's as simple as that. I'm gonna quickly restart the game just to be sure that like we can hear the sound of the game and everything, because right now we can't. So it's pretty annoying. At least it annoys me. So I'm just gonna restart the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes I got a lot of bugs, pretty annoying one. I don't think I really got that much during Team Wars, but one of the funniest bugs I got is because I have Japanese voices in my own Duel Links on Steam. There was one time I did not understood. I was like casting the tournament, and I've realized there are like some weird pop-ups and just, I'd say, weird layouts while watching the duel. I wasn't even able to watch the, I'd say, duel log, which tells you which cards were played and all of that. Like, I didn't even have that, and I realized that was actually a bug that I had on Duel Links where I needed to restart.
Yeah, I mean bugs
And I
and
did
Duel
it for
Links, right?
like an hour or even 2 hours.
Yeah, bugs and Duel Links. It's always like this. But we'll see. We'll see what the second deck is now. It's gonna be on Lorenzo's side. Sadly, it's a bad start. Let's see what they come up with for second deck. They can restart. They can do everything as always.
Okay, this is going to be a repeat, by the way, on the side of Diffusion.
Alright, there is a repeat. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now that we hear the sound of the game, please let me know if the sound is too loud, blah blah blah, as always. But now I can finally update everything with Lorenzo, who lost his first duel. And yeah, so Diffusion is repeating. That makes sense. To me, that makes sense. I mean, it's always like this, you know, when you break with these kind of decks, you can't do much about it. They're not, the Blue Eyes is known for not being consistent. I would say it's kind of the case as well for Neos, but less. I would say like Brick Eyes is definitely the inconsistent one.
It's a bit hard to say if that was a good decision or not to do the repeat, because for me it's obviously not a bad decision. Both of the decks sort of can break sometimes. No, I didn't expect to see Lorenzo getting such break on the first duel, but it does happen. But I still believe that he is going to be able to take the next duel. He has more chances, depending on the opening of his opponent. If the opponent doesn't really get that much spells and traps set, he can take advantage.
Yep, yeah. And don't worry in the chat, I am updating everything, but I had to reset my game so we can actually hear stuff. Okay.
Neo's good against Blue Eyes. It's half-half. Like, I cannot even say it's bad technically, because both decks can break. If Blue Eyes gets the good opening, Blue Eyes wins. If it's invoked Neos, it wins. For me, that's half-half.
Yeah, I'm actually like not a fan of the matchup, but I mean there is Purgatrio, right, that can like beat down through everything that the Blue Eyes has, but on the other side, Blue Eyes has so many back row that are annoying for Neos, so it would be hard to say. But here, I mean, look at that. On one side it's just one set, on the other side it's Card of Consonance. So it's like double draw plus the White Stone of the Ancients in the grave. So there is no comparison in terms of like turn one.
Yeah, in terms of opening, exactly. And mainly with the version that Sun is playing, he's gonna have the advantage of having that much staple, so he's back with a 3-card set.
Yep, he is. Let's see. Okay, nice animation. We all know this one. But let's see what they can actually do. If it's gonna be... So, it depends also what's there, right? Of course. What
Cosmic
is the
Cyclone
baseline?
and enemy control there. That's very early switch room. I do wonder what's the card that he has set. I thought it's going to be a Leicester, but it doesn't even seem to be a Leicester from the looks of it. He's going for it, so I think he had a volcanic shell set in the field, or so I believe.
Prismatic Invocation. Okay, I'm signing
Indeed.
on Lorenzo's side. That's it.
Ah, there's quite an answer. Oh no, he had it in the hand.
Yep.
I'm actually intrigued because he has one card set on the field, and I still don't know what card it is.
It's gonna be a second Alistair.
If it was, he will have done the first flip, I guess, but I guess he just prefers to take time.
Let's see.
That's
see.
quite a
Maybe
play here.
Could be so many things. I mean, it could be like a big and saver or anything. Yeah, exactly. Finally got a playable card, but look at what happens when he gets one playable card. Send Fox one time. Yeah, Nope.
Sending Keeper of Dragon Magic. Yeah, that means he doesn't play cards such as Bacon or, as someone said in the chat, Crimson Fox.
Yep.
Though I will be impressed if there's anybody playing Crimson Fox. That will be if you only have, like, let's say you're free to play and you're like, I'm going to buy Destructor one time. Now this will be worth if you want to play Crimson Fox, but in the other cases, you prefer not to really abuse such card. You can still play Bacon, AD Changer, which is pretty much enough to defeat most of the decks that you'll fight. Like if you get Floodgated, for example, AD Changer is here to help you.
Yep. So here we
just,
saw.
like,
Okay, so we saw Karma Cut on the Brave Neos. It's telling me that he has some. He decided not to attack with the Purgatrio after seeing the Karma Cut. So did he sense another delay and didn't want to take the risk? Because here, if he has still the Aleister in hand, so he's pretty safe. Like there are no real danger for him. He can go above. The problem is there is alternative evolution, so that's the issue here. I'm not sure why he decided not to attack. Maybe he just felt like he had to keep the Aleister in hand. So we're gonna see what was the face down. Okay, it was just a volcanic shell. Yeah, you don't want to see this. Yeah, and the other tuner. And
that is going to be game here.
Yep.
Vermilion destroys Purgatra, and since he has no protection, maybe a hand trap, but I don't think he has a hand trap.
Yeah, this is the kind of repeat you do not want to feel to go through. Repeating, losing again, lovely.
Well, you can train, like I'm not going to lie, I didn't know exactly the deck list that Lorenzo will use, but definitively if you don't have Bacon, Saver, or AD Changer, you put yourself in a more complicated situation because you won't be able to actually temper. Oh my god, I can take as well.
I'm reading the chat like, he got double pop. Oh, sure he does, but he also has just like Econ, right? Who cares? Yeah, and Neo taking the other game, and Lorenzo is out. Lorenzo Roma out on this one. Damn, and it starts 2-0 for Neo.
Yeah.
Damn it, okay, so 2-0, pretty tough start, but it's nothing, right? Like, you can always start.
Oh, sorry. But I just wanted to say that sometimes most of the matches can begin with indeed, as you said, a 2-0 and using a repeat. There's still
Yeah.
ways that they come back. Like, first half is normally they're pretty much closed, then second half is where it's becoming hard. So we have
Exactly.
yet to see what will happen.
Exactly. I mean, in these two teams, what we're waiting, we can see that these two teams, you know, they're not there for no reason. I mean, if we look at that, like they made so many cool things. Like there's match preview, transition, blah blah blah. Look at this, amazing graphics, so cool. You can see so many stuff, loving it. So yeah, if we look a bit at the match preview, I mean, of this semi-final, now that we are a bit in this match, like the two teams have done an amazing job through the season. I mean, they're both 6-4, which is definitely good. It's not, of course, we've seen teams with better win rate through the season, but they're ranked 4th and 3rd of their respective division, and on top of that, they're 10th and 12th overall. So it wasn't the best seat, but then through playoff, they managed to do like an amazing job. And also, what's important to note is, on one side, you have Diffusion, which just started, basically, or like they have some old players, of course, but the team itself is new. And Neo hasn't done an amazing job season 6 because it was one of the first season, and now they got to get to, I mean, the semi-final of the competition.
Exactly. I believe Neo is a team. I'm not sure if it's back from 2018. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that is quite an old team from what I've heard of. And Diffusion, indeed, as you said, is pretty much a new team that just joined this season of Team Wars. They did pretty impressive so far.
Yep.
Yes, for sure.
And,
But no, for real, both teams are good, definitively.
Yeah, and as we see, there are key players in the two, key players in both teams, really, really good players. And we are back into the next match. Look at these transitions. Like, wow. Again, I mean, we've said it over and over during this season, but thanks to Katanoa and Sharon for this amazing overlay layout and everything. Really, really dope job. And let's go back to the duel with Sarah. Jano playing Sarah.
I'm actually trying to think which deck he's using, because I know maybe what skill he's playing, which is not really going to surprise me, but I know there's only one deck that usually plays this skill I have in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that. I like how we don't want to spoil, but like everybody knows what we think about. But
Well,
like there is that, or it's just a bait and it's just the usual skill that everybody can play.
Black Wings or Shiranui. Actually, I didn't even think of both of the decks. But indeed, if he is playing a level augmentation, it has sense, as Sarah has the skill. But I was actually thinking of Mind of the Planas.
That's the opposite.
And it's Black Wing. What?
It's the level reduction
Okay,
one.
that's the first time I see that with Sarah.
It's the other level. It's not the augmentation.
Duplication.
I think Sarah has reduction, right? It's level
I don't
reduction.
think it has
No,
reduction.
to me, because duplication makes no sense to me. Like reduction, I know I've seen that. I think she does, because like otherwise explain to me why the hell you would play Black Wind with Sarah, but
Alright, Rizalin said it's
She
augmentation and reduction.
yeah,
I see.
so it's reduction. So for those who don't know, like the level reduction style is like it's a new version of Blackwing that's been used more and more in tournaments, mostly because it allows you to do like thousands of Raikiri in one turn, and it's really cool versus Witchcrafter, mainly because like you can just force the negate, then bring back Raikiri again and destroy Madame Vare. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty cool deck. Personally speaking, I'm still a fan of the See You Later version because I feel like it's more versatile, but this deck definitely
True.
has good combos and also a higher ceiling compared to like the peak performance Blackwing version, because I mean, if you see what he's gonna... Okay, I was gonna say, if he doesn't get Flegated, yeah. That's my issue with this deck, is it has a higher ceiling and higher potential than the other, but not playing See You Later makes you really like endangered by this kind of turn, where you just summon a thing and that's it.
Yeah, I guess if you play a slow version of Black Wings, I do agree playing See You Later is a good choice to play, and I think it's one of the versions that has been forgotten. I've seen it back like 2 months or even 1 month ago, people playing Black Wings with See You Later, but I've seen more people play the Peak Performance or Harpy's Hunting Ground skill, and that is the version you will see still the most. So
Yeah.
very surprised to see Sarah here, but I do agree seeing more See You Later will be more interesting. But I guess that depends on the extra deck they want to play
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that, and on top of that, of course, it depends on the matchup you want to beat when you think about building the deck. So
True.
automatically here, I mean, it kind of makes sense versus Blue Eyes to want to have like multiple Raikiris, because you want to be able to play around like potential negate in the back row and stuff, but I don't know here. I mean, the field is pretty clogged, to be honest, because of the floodgate. So let's see what it can do. There is a delay on the Black Whirlwind, but the card is added. So as you can see here, guys, you saw the card added, Arm at Hands of Dust. So like I said, higher ceiling than the usual, and yeah, Pinaki was the face down. I was like, probably it's gonna be that, or like Nusrat said, it's just gonna be a Winda, because why not? But no, it's okay. It's a level 7 synchro with Pinaki. That's gonna allow to search after that, so pretty cool overall. And we're gonna see the first synchro, which is gonna be the Raikiri. I'm not sure you're gonna see the whole thing.
Karma got discarding Econ as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Econ discarded indeed. I mean, the problem is that this deck basically allows you to bring back Raikiri over and over from the graveyard, but that's called the banish pile. That's gonna be an issue because
Exactly.
Raikiri doesn't come back from there. So he was just waiting. I mean, Sun, of course, as we said, really good player. He was, of course, keeping the karma card for this, because this deck is a deck that can surprise players that are not used to it. The level reduction version can be pretty surprising, but if you're used to like high competitive level, if you've trained, you know what's coming, and you know that basically you just have to get rid of Raikiri, and not by sending it to the graveyard.
Sounds like he's going to do a Black Rose, but I do not think it's going to be it. And yes, it
Hi.
is.
Black
Just
Rose,
called it. Like, I was watching a bit of the animation, just trying to guess which synchro he will go for. Because if he uses any other synchro, when he attacks or targets the maiden, he'll be able to special summon the Blue Eyes. So doing Black Rose is going to destroy the field and destroy the maiden, which is not going to be able to activate the effect, which I think is the good play here.
Okay, so it was a Ballista squad, and now it's the end phase where Pinaki is going to be able to search. So yeah, I would say there is a pretty good setup now on Yano's side. I mean, he's going to have 5 cards in hand, which is way more than enough to have like a good OTK with Black Wing. On the other side, Sun only has 2 cards, and you don't do much with 2 cards.
He's gonna have a lot of issues, Son, because we know that he has stayed with 1 card, and the card that he has in hand can be either a Blue Eyes or will have been a staple. So I do guess he has a Blue Eyes in hand. At least that's my guess. Ooh, 3 Black Whirlwind as well. Alright, now he's going to be able to search everything he wants.
Look at how I draw my old
is,
deck.
that is quite a turn 7, I gotta say. No, Simon really helped him to get the last Black Whirlwind, but having the 2 others, that is what I didn't expect for sure.
I think this is an OTK. Not entirely sure, but I think.
As the French God said, is right. God said everything that is lethal. Yeah, sorry guys, I paid for a voice changer, I have to use it. But I can do cool stuff, like speaking from a cave. Pretty cool, huh? That mic sounded like Vader.
I have way more Vader stuff, but I can take Thanos voice, but like fucked up version of Thanos. Thanos voice. Talk like a ghost or whatever. Police car. Just makes no sense. But yeah. Anyway, this is an OTK. As we said, I mean, the Black Rose really sealed the game here. There was nothing to beat that, sadly, for Sun. So, taking the duel, Yano brings it back to 2-1, and Sun has to go on his second deck.
Good question, Pope. Now, I do believe Pinaki is restricted to Black Wings when it comes to the synchros.
Yeah, it does. It is.
Like, Gale has no restriction. It's like a classic tuner, it just lets you do it, but I believe Pinaki has the restriction.
Yeah, it has.
Okay, yes. Cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Blackwing synchro monster. So, yeah, Pinaki only usable for some Blackwing monster.
Let's go. Oof, Popeye looking like a scrub. Lol.
Honestly, everybody can be a scrub sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I'm the worst scrub when it comes to like trying to understand some archetypes or even cards. Sometimes I like try to get some knowledge, and there's always like some people from my chat just, well, at least in my channel, but like some of the people know so much about TCG, and they sort of scold me for being wrong. So I understand the feeling. So Janna getting the turn 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Flexing.
I thought he's gonna have a Simoon. Still a great opening, having the 2 Black Whirlwinds.
And
Whirlwinds.
the one that allows you to search everything, because that's the issue when you don't play peak performance, is that not all your level 4 or more Blackwing monster allow you to search all your deck, but Chris does. He's the one with the highest attack, so you can search basically everything, and we saw here a Gale and a Simoon. So
Exactly.
I mean, here is just playing that because I'm assuming he's not really afraid of like an aggressive turn on the other side from Sun.
Alright, yeah, 21 card, the
may,
1 hero.
well,
Alright.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if he doesn't have the counter trap, that is going to be over. Not sure that Janna has the counter trap, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the counter trap anyway should have been set because there is no synchro monster on the field right now.
Exactly.
So
This is entirely right. He needed to set it in that case.
it's fine. There is a Kydroid. Nope. There's nothing. Lost a coin flip. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Lost the conflict indeed.
Thanks, Nifroth, for the insider. Oh god. Definitely has it in hand, Kappa. Yeah, Adoration now. Just gonna destroy everything on his path. I mean, and there's 3 cards in hand, so of course there has to be like, I don't know, 5 mass change in there. So it's probably fine. He's setting everything. He doesn't even need it. He just has a decay like this. And yeah. This is gonna put things to 3-1. And Jano is gonna have to go on his second deck.
Yeah. I think that was sad to not see any synchro turn 1. Like, sometimes doing a synchro turn 1 is not that bad for Black Wings, but he decided to not do so after drawing Simoon and Gale. He preferred to just have a Chris.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know his full hand, but on top of that, even if he anticipated like this specific matchup, even if he saw the hero coming, there's a chance that he had like literally nothing he could do, and he was just like, okay, let's hope he doesn't have a TK, because this matchup is super coin flippy. I mean, it's if you go second, you have a big advantage.
Yeah, plus we've seen that Sun has set 2 cards, which could be some mass changers or all the polymerization. So I do guess Sun had all the hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Or I'd say correct hand.
And Swag calling the Shira. Let's see if Swaganitas is right. Could make sense, but I mean, you play Blackwing, so what are you afraid of losing against? Okay, no network connection, of course. Right, I have no internet right now, that's why I'm able to stream. Thanks, Konami, didn't notice.
We
So-
got the same issue actually, funnily enough.
Yeah, but it's because,
Like-
because it's not us, it's the servers, so of course we're gonna
Yeah,
get the same
it's
issue.
this. Well, it's the server. It's the people who program the game. They just love us. They do the same jokes, which is, you do one click. Well, instead of putting you an ad, you're going to have that pop-up, which is going to tell you have a bad internet, which is obviously a lie. They still do it. I don't know who the programmer is, but the man is a genius. That is for sure. And Swag did the good call, Shiranui.
Yeah,
Level
Shiranui
duplication,
makes
which is
sense.
going to bring Shogun Saga, which became the new classic play of Shiranui, because in the past most of the people were playing level augmentation to get themselves as Sun Saga, to like at least have like a good beater and have the defense by just banishing the Shiranui in the graveyard.
Yeah, but here, I mean, what's cool about the level 8 is that it allows you to have like still a good beater. On top of that, usually you do it with the Squire, so that means you have a free draw, which is nice because the consistency of the deck kind of suffered with the like level with Squire limited, semi-limited. And on top of that, usually you're able to play like other cards that are better in the level duplication version, like, I don't know, Vancias, for instance. That can help.
Exactly. Like, I think Sun Saga is one of these cards you need to use it when there is cards to destroy. So I was always surprised to see people playing such version where they Sun Saga turn 1, where you're like, oh, Herald of the Abyss, goodbye, I won the game. And you know that the people use the same back row. For example, Ballista, maybe Regeki Break, but not so much. But
Yeah, Floodgate.
it's easily better to play Shogun Saga on a turn 1 nowadays. And there's no debate to that.
So we're just gonna see a plasma right there.
Sun having a good opening, 3 monsters on the field, having the Vion and the increase as
Holy.
well, pretty much classic. Malicious as well. I do believe he's going to go for Adoration.
Yep.
Everything depends on the set card on the side of Jano. But it also depends on the cards that Sun has in hand. Alright, reducing the attack of Shogun Saga by a stack.
Wall of Disruption one time. But I mean, there has to be a mass change anyway, so.
This as well. But if there was a Wall of Disruption, he'll have to play Anki in defense.
Sure. I mean, or you could just wait. And then do the mass change after.
Well, technically he can easily do that indeed, because what happens is Vion did not even attack yet, so you just use the match change on the Cutie Pie Vion, you get yourself a good Anki, and then I guess that will be ODK.
Yeah, let's see.
That will be actually lethal.
Yeah, I mean, here, like.
Well, no, not lethal. I'm actually wrong, because you attack Anki to the Shogun Saga, that will be 800, then you special summon another Anki with another mass change, 2800, which will be 3600 in one turn. Not enough even if you had like a Wall of Disruption.
I mean, anyway, like, he needs more than one set to survive a mass change here. Like, if it's a Ballista, if it's like a, I don't know, Finnish Chain or anything, like, you don't survive with just that. So he needs like one back row and the like a Kuribo in hand or something.
Exactly. He takes the damage. I'm going to suppose he has a Canadia. Otherwise Regeki Break. Otherwise Finnish Chain. That's one of the three cards I'm going to call here.
It's now that
Mass
he
changed.
needs. Now he needs to stop it.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually he could use Lance. Lance will be effective against the
Yeah.
mass change.
Oh, nice call. The lens, indeed.
Oh no.
Well, whatever.
Well, he can still survive. There's one card which will help
Yeah,
him.
there's a Kuribo, right? But
Yeah.
um,
Come on.
yeah.
Okay.
How do we say this in English again? Outplayed. I think. outplayed, outskilled, yeah, no, double mass change. Yeah, sure. Well,
Luck played is what I
that
will say.
that happened.
But that's a classic. Happens.
Yeah. God damn
But
it.
yeah, Neo, it's really as I said, like Neo is the kind of team that tells you we're not weak, and then when they have the luck,
We're not weak.
it can be pretty terrifying.
We
Like
just
for real,
we
Neo.
just draw
I think
better.
one of the first matches I commentated, like back when the season started, like for real, they surprised me because they pretty much brought a deck I didn't expect to see in Team Wars, and they still did very good with it. DDD. Now, obviously, right now DDD, I don't think it is slow. It is good still to do like the OTKs, but it is easy to stop. That is pretty much how I
Yeah,
will describe
Neo's
DDD right now.
Neos is definitely a really, really good team. I mean, we've seen that through the season, and let's have a look at their key players because they have somewhat of good players. One is not even in this match actually. Like they like I think Paro is there, but not Rui. Rui's not there. But look at what they have achieved this season. I mean, not bad, right? They have done really, really good job with like amazing records. I mean, 23-16 is really, really good. Even 2016, to be honest, is with like an amazing performance from Rui. The 5-0. The cool thing, and I want to point that out for both teams actually, if we look at the where the hell is the other one? So professional right there. I think it's this one. If we look, yeah, like if you look at this, you see that the most used decks is SSA Christian and Element Saber. And if you go to the other team, if you go to Diffusion, you see that the two that they brought the most is actually the three that they brought the most is Cyber Dragons, it's Element Sabers, and it is Ritual Beast. So all these decks are decks that are either not meta anymore or that are less meta relevant, less top tier. And so just
Well,
because
it's a
of
bit
that,
hard to say less meta relevant. It's more like due to most of the changes and add of decks. You'll have Witchcraft tier 1, then decks like Christian back to tier 3. Element Saber is still really relevant. I mean, it's tier 2. Ritual Beast came back as relevant
Yeah.
as it is currently tier 3, but the main thing that made it relevant is like how many people actually played Ritual Beast on most of the tournaments previously. And Cyber Dragon, not relevant because of the ban list that
No.
hits Cyber Dragon. Not only his skill, but the cybernetic overflow as well. So
yeah, and yeah, I definitely want to see how like how they're gonna adapt to like the new meta. Well, like we know more witchcrafters, for instance, more Neos invoked. We've seen that already. Didn't work that
more
well.
the weather
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
well
I do
hope.
expect to see some. I'm not sure if they'll have these decks yet, but I do maybe expect one.
And by the way, thanks Hideki for the 5 subs offered. Wait, you offered us? Hold on. Hazy is not even subbed to his own Team Wars. What the? Hazy, what the hell? Bruh. What the? He's not even sub. It's your own thing. It's your own thing. Like, I'm seeing him on Discord right now. He's playing The Witcher 3. What the fuck, Hazy? Calling you out. Fake Z. Yeah, exactly. Dude is not even... disgusting. Anyway. Now, joke aside, of course, thanks to Hazy and all of the other people who are doing this Team Wars thing, because it's an amazing competition. It's definitely one that I enjoyed playing in and that I enjoy casting. And I'm gonna enjoy casting it, I hope, for more and more seasons. So thanks a lot for all these guys. But goddamn, Hazy, just... Do you not know Twitch Prime? Like, you can do so many cool things with Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you get so many cool stuff. And not sponsored. Anyway. He's not even on
You're
the
a funny
stream.
guy. No, I do agree. I gotta still think again of the whole team for having me as a caster. And maybe someday I'll be able to play Team Wars, but for the moment I'm personally playing on Clan Wars. But yeah. We're gonna have Arcana. Arcana means Witchcrafter, a classic. But this time we're gonna have Sun beginning the first turn with heroes. No, wait, why am I always confused? I am sorry, it's...
It's Choo Choo,
it's
yeah.
Choo Choo begins first. Yeah, don't ask me why. What happens is when I watch a duel, the blue names, sometimes I think it's the guy on the top. Don't ask me why. This happens to me so many times. No, he had Genny. Genny attributes himself, discards a spell. He's going to special summon. He can go for Shmita or even Peter. These two cards are not good, since they still can special summon Madame Ver from the deck.
Yeah.
I do guess this will be the best bet if he wants to get at least more spells in the graveyard to then get some back in the end. So up to Chuchu and his team. But that will be my guess. Trading a monster and then search for Madame Ver to another Petre or maybe just instantly a Madame Ver. Just so you can get like more spells in the graveyard and draw them. We'll see.
Yeah,
There's a skill.
like
Hello,
Clash Brain
Mythic
saying in the
Earth,
chat,
Heroes.
there is probably a skill.
Very nice Clash, bro. I do agree that Ishida Ishtar has a very hidden skill that Konami didn't even want to show us, and it's the fact that she can go second.
I mean, at some point in Duel Links history, there was a skill that actually allowed you to go second no matter what. It was called Grit, and that was basically it. You would just go second if you were not second. It's just that was how stupid it was.
Wait, was that the first version of Grid ever in Duel Links?
But
Really?
the first version of Grit, no, the first version of Grit was pretty stupid. It was basically based on how many life points you had at the beginning of your turn. You had a percentage of not being able to be lethal at the end of the turn, like during that whole turn, and so the percentage would drop with your life points. And I remember in one tournament, like 2 years ago or so, I won a duel because I was playing like Sylvans. I had 300 life points and my grit still activated. I had like less than 1% chance. Yeah, but that was it.
I don't think there was any percentage. Like back then when I knew Grid, because I played at around the same time, Grid was, it activates, it just doesn't care. You're like, okay, LP reduce, but it activates. No, I do, wait. Oh, wait. There was probably a percentage.
Yeah, there was
thing. Oh
like, if you were at 4,000, you were surviving. As soon as you were under 4,000, the percentage was dropping. But
yes,
like,
exactly.
rapidly.
I remember that. That was something I almost forgot about Grid back then. That is such an old thing because, you know,
Yeah.
like Grid is one of these skills that can actually suck my but basically what a dirty skill, and I'm glad it has been nerfed since 2 years back. Like for real, if such skill was existing, I don't know what will happen to Duel Links. But I'll remember that I only had nightmares because like you were playing Sylvans, I was playing Dark World back then.
Yeah,
And I remember I
worse.
got defeated by so many Grid players.
Well,
Because
yeah.
I was going for lethal, because I mean that's
It
the
was never
proposed
working, I
Dark World
bet.
back then. Stratus, okay.
We have
Stratus
at
normal
least-
summons, special summon Faris. Madame Ver is going to negate the effect of Faris, which
Prismatic
normally
one.
brings brings
Prismatic Madame Ver. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm just.
yeah, the mass change.
Oh. And yeah, that's the problem is, oh, I'm gonna negate. No, you don't. Okay.
Yeah, good chain here. Though there's still one thing that was good. The fact that Anki was summoned. Normally, Anki's direct attack does not work. So it got summoned. The effect of Faris worked. But now the effect of Anki is negated if we look at the chain.
I mean, now what would make sense, of course, is Adoration.
Plasma.
That also. Yeah, that's.
Plasma. One time.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would definitely help. Have we seen Plasma already? Like, I mean, even as a discard? I'm not sure we did. Maybe
If
the
you
chat.
discard it... I mean, I've seen indeed some players that do discard it. It happened for heroes.
Hi Hazy.
Nah, this guy will never open 2 mask.
Hi Hazy, I hope you had a good session. Just kidding. Anyway.
Shouldn't he have negated when Vian hit the board before he used the effect? You cold. The only thing that will happen is negating the... I'd say the card that you send to the graveyard, and the fact that he's trying to add a polymerization. But then you'll have Faris that can special summon. Then Faris gets an increase on the field. Then you have increase that can actually tribute anything, can also be Vion as well. But I do guess he will have tributed Faris in that case. And you actually still see Hero having its own plays. So I don't think doing it on Vion alone will have been the best play, forcefully.
Yep. I mean,
So
anyway.
the fact that he used it when there was Faris and Vion wasn't a bad call. Plus, Sun has used the match change, bringing in Anki that is now useless to do direct attacks. It's a normal monster, pretty much, that does attack with 2800.
Yeah, I
He's
mean.
cheeky. He's very
Anyway,
cheeky.
here it's the setup is way too good.
Wait, he's still fine, technically. We'll see.
No, but here the thing is, it's not enough. No matter how many cards he had in
Yeah, it's
hand.
not enough, yeah.
So
Let's
I
hope.
just, and on top of that, I was gonna say, on top of that, there is Masterpiece in the grave. So
Right. Now he's going to still bring Genny, which is good.
okay, he has a second. Oh damn, he has a second Madame Bear. That's actually pretty cool.
He'll
Okay,
probably
he's able
go
to
for
do
that indeed.
Nicely done. Nicely done by Choo Choo
Have
here.
to.
No, Masterpiece is broken, of course.
Why didn't he attack with Anki actually?
It doesn't change
Oh, yeah,
anything.
it's true, it doesn't change anything. Exactly.
Its effect is
Plus
negated.
one.
Anyway.
It doesn't even get mass change because effect got negated by the Madame Ver that had
Yeah.
0 defense and 0 attack. So that will didn't even change anything.
So the thing is now it's gonna allow Kenny to use its effect, bringing back the other Madame Ver, and this is what we call the wall here. I mean, like it's literally impossible to go through this. Like only Plasma now would help. Oh, on top of that, attacking into a 2,800 Anki, so you know that how many spells you need for that. Literally
Lava
need two.
Golem one time as well.
Oh, and we see Galaxy Cyclone. Interesting tech. Makes sense.
Alright, no increases on the field though. I mean, he was forced to attack Anki as he has done. Otherwise, Baby Adoration will have been fine because Adoration will be able to... Well, we'll see. It all depends on the timing he decides to negate the effects of the monsters.
I mean, he's still going for it, so it seems like he still has plays.
He's forced to not use the effect. Like, if he does it right now, soon we'll have to get some profit by using the effect of Increase, tributing the Stratos, and then activate both effects. Then you'd have the effect of Madame Ver pretty much wasted.
Yeah, it depends. It depends a lot on what Sun has in hand. To be honest, he can. Like it depends on what can he play around. Okay, so we are seeing the Plasma. That's the issue now. Is there a way to bring that Plasma?
Okay.
Is there?
So far that is shaky, but I do know he's going to probably wait.
He needs a malicious, basically.
Wait.
That's it.
He waits. That's good.
Oh, battle phase. Oh,
What
that's
a
so
cheeky-
nicely done.
This is actually dirty. He's going to get so much profit.
Yeah, this is
So
really
much
nicely
profit.
done.
All because of Increase. He's going to do the first effect, increasing at least the attack and defense. But only that much.
Yeah, because of course, as you know, you cannot go under 0, but still, Adoration downgraded the attack by 2,800, the attack of Enki, so you go up only by to 1,200.
I draw Spittore. That is actually good run off for him. Sending Galactic Cyclone,
Yeah.
but I don't think he can actually use Galactic Cyclone on the same turn.
No, he can't. I mean,
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly. Because it got sent to the grave, so he has to wait one turn, but it's going to help him later on. Alright, self-destroys with Shmira, fair enough. Now he gets back some of the spells from the graveyard. He's looking pretty good so far.
yeah, the thing is, if Sun is able to summon Plasma, the game is over. Okay, that's Vion. That's probably, like, It's always tough. You want to negate this. My
He
answer
needs
is...
Fire to actually be able to do Plasma.
Hold on, what? Why would you let that go? I mean, the problem is now there's Malicious, right? And... I mean, except...
There's so many issues actually.
Oh,
The
wait,
increase
if
is
the
the one
Malicious
that
is
is
in
meant to
hand...
disrupt all the plays. That's the thing.
The other Malicious is in hand.
Okay.
Too bad.
Well, double attack. Just one, yeah. One is enough.
Because that makes no sense, because if you want to play around Malicious, you have to negate the Vion. This way you negate also Adoration, and you force a mass change or something, but that's about it. Here,
I
he
don't
played
think
around
we'll
the
have
fact that
to,
Malicious
like,
was in hand.
You can say you will negate effects, but remember increase is completely destroying the mechanic of Madame Vere because
Yeah.
you tribute the monster using the effect, and then you get whatever you wanted, double effects, and you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah, but then...
Because
yeah, but
Adoration is not on the field anymore, increase got special summoned before the effect of Madame Vere got used, and that will let the opponent get everything he needs.
yeah, but then increase itself will not happen, right? Increase will be negated.
It
so...
happens. It happens, I think.
No, I don't think so,
wait.
because it's on the field.
Doesn't
when-
it happen? Yes, exactly.
It's on the field, so it's negated, but
Yeah,
still...
the effect of increase doesn't happen, but the one of the tributed monsters still
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, of
indeed.
course. Yeah, of course.
Indeed,
You
indeed.
can dodge it with Vion, you can dodge it with Increase.
My bad for this part. My bad. But yeah, just trying to correct myself every time. I hate to like bring some stupid info to the people and always try to bring true facts or get at least corrected, because I mean, it's always important to not only make some commentaries, I'd say entertaining, but able to provide the ways of playing a deck and why the people
Yeah.
have done such plays. And sometimes even I cannot read everything they do. Like it's not possible for a person like me just reading everything that people do. Sometimes I have limits.
Yeah,
So-
be nice with
No, the
Disturbia
Galaxy
in the
Sniper is
chat.
going to be very nice.
Be nice with Disturbia in the chat. Next time he makes a mistake, he's committing seppuku, so it's fine.
Don't be
like-
nice with Disturbia. Absolutely not. Please be actually very disrespectful to Disturbia. It suits me better, and I think it's way more fun. So feel free to do so.
Indeed.
Now going for a Synchro Arcanine Magician.
Okay, I haven't seen this one
Oh.
in a while.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la, Senor.
Ooh la la,
Fanfist.
baguette.
And now unveiling just for the sake of it. Special summons Adele. And it's going to be lethal
Yeah.
from the looks of it.
Well, I mean, Increase is gonna come back, but that doesn't change anything.
Yes, exactly.
And this is GG, okay. What's so weird because, like, I was like, if he can Malicious, it's GG, but then he had one in hand that ruined everything. Otherwise, he had Plasma. Sun had Plasma the whole game and couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I believe he had, as you said, one of the malicious in hand,
Yeah.
which is pretty much a brick here.
Yeah, otherwise it was game at some point. He had
Minus
Plasma.
one, Witchcraft have so many plays. It's like all Christian with steroid. I don't think it's really steroids, but technically it is, because Madame Vere is pretty much boosting the attack and also defense of the monsters.
Well, yeah, the thing is, Christian, I think it's fair to say that you have like way more options. I mean, even more options with Witchcrafter than you have with Christians. The difference is breaking a Witchcrafter board is not that hard for a lot of decks. You just have like to have like one back row to beat like the Madame Vere. When breaking through a Christian board after a turn 1 setup, have fun. Like, for real. Like at its prime, breaking through a Christian board is horrible.
Yeah. When they had the field, and mainly when they had the turn 1, it's not that easy to pretty much play around them.
So Choo Choo taking this one. We're waiting on whoever is gonna take Sun's place. 4-2 so far for Neo. It's now Neo who gets to decide who goes next. They still have like 4 players. Yuparo, Masa, and Shun are still ready to join the fight. Let's see what they have to bring. They know what they have to beat. At least they have to beat Witchcrafters, so they can bring, of course, Blackwing level reduction of their own, or just any Blackwing. They can just bring like a Neos with like a, or any back row deck with heavy back row against this specific deck, like, you know, Karma Cuts, Fiendish Chain, stuff like this. I'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure they will have something. I mean, they have to have expected like the Witchcrafter, and we're seeing Paro. Nice. We're seeing Paro. Remember, guys, that Paro is one of the best players so far on the team, at least. Just like quickly showing you guys this again as we jump into the match. But Paro with pretty good records. I mean, 23-16, 2 point above 2 point. Yeah, of course, of win per game. But on top of that, I mean, look at the icon he has, right? It's not anybody's icon. Didn't get that out of nowhere. So let's see how it goes. And oh wow, unexpected Blackwing.
I mean, for me that is unexpected because most of the Crow Hogans actually play Shrunny, and it's almost rare to see Blackwings on a Crow. Now Crow has some skills that you can play specifically for Blackwings, but still that is something that you didn't see often. Yeah. So that is a big surprise to me.
I mean, I guess at least it's role play, right? It is role play, playing Blackwings with that guy.
True.
There's at least that, but yeah, now that people play level reduction, it makes sense. And this is by far the best version you can bring versus Witchcrafters. You're gonna see, guys, if you don't know, you're gonna see how like you just spam the Raikiris, and on in front your opponent just like, can I just negate one and we call it a day? Or that's basically how it goes. Yeah, Chu needs a miracle here, because this matchup is like, I don't know, 80-20, something like this. It's usually that bad. Black Rose OTK, yeah, that works. Oh well, this might be the miracle you guys were talking about. That grass looks greener. Okay, let's see what he milled. One of each Witchcrafter spells. The Pitor, Janie, others spells, Pitore and Lila, Janie, the Galaxy Cyclone. God, he milled so many. I'm worried. Does he still have any like monster? I mean, because one Shmieta is out, all the Pitore are out, the two Janie, because he probably doesn't play 3, are out. And he got the collaboration back in hand. So at least he has Jenny in the grave, and he has Holiday, so he can bring back monsters from there. But still, it's either OTK or bust. The problem is, I wonder what he has in hands with what I'm seeing right now in the graveyard. Really wondering. Okay, let's see. So he's bringing back Shmieta with Jenny's effect. That all makes sense so far. Okay, that's aggressive, to say the least. He wants to go for the econ.
He's going to take a lot of profit. He can use
That's...
the effects of Shmieta, Pitore.
Yeah, that's actually really smart, because he still did a normal summon, and on top of that he took Raikiri, and because he took Raikiri, that means even if Paro has like a trap in hand, he cannot use it anymore, because the only monster he still has is not a synchro summon monster. It's not a synchro monster. Wow, well, people were talking about the OTK, and guys, this is legit OTK right there. This is the miracle people were talking about. This is the miracle. Chu being there like, what the hell? You thought you would stop me with this? I don't know.
Exactly. I guess he tried to open with the counter trap as well, but he didn't even have the counter trap. Now, if he had it, that will actually be really helpful against the Witchcrafter archetype.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't special summon the black winged dragon.
Well, truth be told, I'm betting everything I have that they're repeating this, but
They are repeating,
yeah,
confirmed.
that's not even a doubt. There's not even a single doubt on this one. They are 1000% repeating this. Of course, they have. Normally, the matchup is completely in favor of Black Wings. Well, wait, no, let me know. Wrong, change. Not that. It's 4-3. The matchup is supposed to be completely in favor of Black Wings. This is not supposed to happen. But it wasn't an amazing turn 1 setup, to be honest. It could have been a bit more defensive. I wonder if there was actually a trap somewhere, but wouldn't have changed anything. Maybe if he had said it, I mean, it would have changed part of the matchup, but not that much. Could have still won without using an effect. So I wonder if there was really one thing he could have done to like not get a TK here. I guess he could have summoned another monster, play less greedy. That's definitely a thing, but still. Okay, that's not normal.
Huh?
Like I just joined the game and nope.
Alright.
Let's see.
So
Hopefully-
time to wait until we know what happened. I do believe they may repeat the duel here because it's a disconnection just at the beginning of the duel.
Mhm. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna click back on it. It is starting. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Oh, they swapped on me, right? Yeah, of course. Of course they did. Let's see. Starting back. Turn 1 this time for Choo Choo with this with Witchcrafter. And Disturbia, I'm gonna let you cast for a second. I'm just gonna go grab some water and I'll be right back.
No problem. Alright, so one card on the side of Choo Choo. Bringing a Shmira? Alright, so... Okay, goes for banishing the Shmira in the graveyard. No, I do still believe, if I remember correctly, you can use the effect of Shmira if you want, that is on the field, but... Yeah, use each effect of Shmira once per turn, so exactly. He could have decided to go for, I guess, a Madame Ver, but he stays with Shmira, which I don't think is bad. He still has ways to special summon any other monster from the deck, in my opinion. Plus, the main thing is that Shmira can actually abuse of the quick effect during the main phase. So technically, Choo Choo is fine. Alright, so now it's going to be the turn of battle. Please, a Blackwing Brig. We'll see. Well, technically, yes, whoever. Normal summons Pinaki, alright. So now it will depend if he has any other monster that he can special summon, which will help him to do a synchro. He does. Has the Bora here. Well, it'll happen, Tony. It'll happen that there's going to be a Madame Ver, maybe because of Masterpiece. But I mean, you can still use Shmira. You can still use your Shmira, then if you want you can save the masterpiece for later on.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. So, wow, so many people resubscribing. That's so nice. Well, let me join the. Let me
Oh,
join
actually
the
he's
team, of
fine,
course.
Harmadan.
Let's see. Like, wow, Aankara, thanks for your subscription as well. That's amazing, Kappa. Anyway, this is okay. This is Raikiri style. Like, this is not the kind of setup you usually want. But there was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool.
Okay, it doesn't use the effect of Shmira.
No, because
No, if he didn't use the effect of Shmira, that will be because he thought that Paro has the counter trap. That will be my guess by this kind of move.
it's also because, like, you can only use Shmira effect in main phase. So let's say in end phase, in the end of the main phase, you use Shmira effect, you summon Madame Ver, then Raikiri, then it would ask Paro if he wants to stay in main phase. He would say yes, use Raikiri effect. Madame Ver would have to negate that, then he would do the full combo with the level reduction thing. Be able to bring by Raikiri, destroy Madame Ver
Exactly.
OTK. So he's forced to let that go because if he goes with Madame Ver, he instantly loses.
Yeah, if he plays the level reduction, I clearly see the play here indeed. You just, I guess, reduce the level of the Raikiri, go for the Synchro, Obsidian Haujo. Obsidian Haujo brings back the Raikiri, Raikiri destroys it, and that will be the end for him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a pretty dumb lethal, I gotta say, but I do see why people start playing the skill now. Definitively new for me, but I have seen why they do that. It's cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
This build is fun AF though. I mean it is. It is, because you play slower Black Wings, but still do pretty much the same thing.
Oh, hi. Look at this Mistle time.
Enemy controller!
Mist, you need to stop calling stuff. Like,
Ay,
real.
ay, 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 ay.
you missed? Like, I'm gonna... Ref, can we check if Mist is spectating or something? APKing. Okay. Feel like Mist is gonna call every single lead all of tonight.
I actually called nothing so far.
Damn. So...
Well, except the Lance. That was the only time I said something right.
So, just as a disclaimer, Blackwing is supposed to beat Witchcrafter, especially with this version. I maintain what I said. And everybody knows that. But, you know, shit happens. That's about it. And this is it. Taro is out twice. Well, yeah, Black Wings. Too bad. Like, I mean, it's tying things up 4-4. This comeback makes no sense because it's literally on the one specific matchup you shouldn't be able to come back. But this is great, at least for the show. This is great for the match, and this is great for diffusion, tying things up, of course. But what the hell did we just see? Like, Econ take for the win. That's it. And Shushu going 3-0 right there.
So now both teams are having 4-4.
Yep.
Now I expected to have some scoring that is close, at least for the first half. But the second one, yeah, we have still to wait to see what will happen in that moment.
Indeed. Let's see. Wait, that's actually the first time I'm seeing a hype train starting. Well, it's not gonna happen, but like a level 2 hype train on Team Wars. What the? Okay.
I mean, level 1 got complete, so we got level 2, which is pretty good, I gotta say.
PogChamp. Come on, guys. We are Duel Links players. We can have 5 or 6 subscriptions. That's easy. Like, what is it? Like half a box? Come on, we do that every Sunday. Like I buy packs every morning with my coffee and my cereals. I don't do that. But
How is that possible? How is that possible? That means, like, you will need at least money as well for your coffee in the morning, so... Seems that you're stealing money from the bank or so, I guess.
yeah, I mean, you
King
know,
W.
I just use the best card in the game, the credit card.
True that.
Everyone is broke buying Infernity. That's true. That's true, Swag. Everybody, like, you know, likes to play a deck with no hand. I don't. Yeah, no.
I mean, yeah, every time there's a new box, a lot of people like to spend on the new box, being like, hey, look, I got the deck, look, hey, look, I have it entirely 100 complete. And then what happens is, these guys are the same kind of people that will just see one single guy doing one good deck and everybody just copies it. Happens every time. But like with the new box that they got released, I know there are cards that are interesting and archetypes that are interesting, but Weather is like one of the only solid archetypes that we will see played in competitive. Like, personally, like, I think people will hate me, I don't care for that, but I do love Simorgh. I do love Simorgh. Like, Konami just puts you that little puzzle where they present you 2 decks.
Yeah.
There was Infernity, there was Simorgh, and I forgot that you can actually use the, I'd say, level reduction spell card, which could be interesting to play if you want to play Simorgh. Like, it doesn't even seem bad. I think, like, as a deck, it is good for ODK. That's how I see Simorgh.
I mean, the main thing, of course, in the chat, feel free to commentate on that. But I think the main thing about the new box is that it's cool. It has 3 at least archetypes that have like a potential to be meta, like Simorgh, Infernity, and Weather. But the 3 archetypes, in my opinion, all have like one big issue, big problem that might prevent them to be on the tier list. Like, for instance, Simorgh, it's really cool, but what do you do if you go second and you don't have any way to deal with your opponent back row? You're gonna have a slow turn. If you play Infernity, we've seen that the skill that most people are playing, which you can only use on your turn, second turn, is kind of ass because you cannot do anything cool on your first turn, which is horrible. So you have to use another skill that people are working on right now. The Weather, it's cool, but if you get a Cosmic Cyclone at the good timing on one of your continuous, spell a trap, kind of sucks. So they all have like that really annoying issue that might kind of block them. Like, and it's all about this. If people can figure out a way to kind of counterbalance that issue that all these decks have, they can be meta relevant, definitely, but it's too early to say now. I would be happy to see some today, or at least in the final next week, of course.
Are you going for the right carry here?
Yeah, this is exactly the same thing. Like, okay, now he's dodging. He's dodging here, but he can he do multiple dodge? That's the question.
I mean, it depends on what he has in hand. If it's like able to special summon anything, he's going to be fine with level reduction, so that it means he has something. He's playing Armatan.
Imagine deciding to play Trudge for your level reduction. I mean,
I'm actually trying to think how and what was it? Oh no, okay. Obsidian Hogjaw, indeed. I just said the combo 3 minutes before or 4 minutes. I don't remember the time, but I said it and I forgot about it. Zebus. It's all going to be problematic as there's a Schmida that Chuchi can abuse.
yeah. I mean, here's the moment where like you do multiple Raikiris, but right now it's gonna be the last Raikiri from this setup. So not the best thing. The thing is now he can do the same trick. He can just go into battle phase, but I'm correct saying that in the graveyard there is the Masterpiece. So because of Masterpiece, this is still safe. He can protect himself here from the OTK and then kind of come back. Normally he can Black Rose. The question is, what is the set card, of course. It should not be Blackbird Close, because these versions usually do not have the space for Blackbird Close. Oh god, okay, he's just like, hey,
Bear has
you know
enough
what?
to do the Madame Bear.
I'm just gonna summon Madame Bear right away, because I can. How about this? Hi.
So if he didn't put it in attack, that can mean he didn't really have that much spells in the hand to like protect yourself. Maybe he has only one spell.
I mean, yeah, that always keeps playing around the Blackbird Close just in case, but...
Alright, speed summon Schmida.
Farm those Black Wings. Apparently Black Wings won't stop
Okay,
him.
I call Black Rose here. Yep.
Yeah, this one is a given.
I will definitively have been a Black Rose.
We gaming,
And
guys.
there was a lance set on the field as well.
Yep. Lance couldn't do anything.
He did a normal summon, so any normal summon will give him a lot of help.
I mean, he has so much now, but like he has like Holiday in the Grave. He has Jenny. He has
He
the
has
Madame Bear.
Holiday, he has Jenny,
Like,
as you
this
said,
is
he has the collaboration. All he needs is a monster on the
approximately,
field and then he's fine.
Approximately, this is over like 5 times, like for real. Like 3,000 life points, there is no way. Like fair
And
to say,
unveiling as well.
you know what? Fair to say, even if he had Kite Royd in hand, I think he would still have OTK if he wanted to. And that's it. Shushu taking again 5-4. Shushu just beat 3 Blackwing Kunters in a row with Witchcrafters.
Yeah, Choo Choo is basically riding the train here.
Holy
He's basically doing the Choo Choo, as his name says.
Like, what are we seeing? I mean, Chichu just doing an amazing job here. Like, you know, he's just looking at the matchups and the win ratio, and he's like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, as in Katsuya, exactly. Like, for me, if you want to play against Witchcrafter, Counter Trap is pretty much enough to destroy Witchcrafter. And that kind of build is, I guess, too specific to try to counter the Witchcrafter. But it's not only slow, but if you don't have the opening, you actually lose.
Yeah.
So that's worse than playing the Black Wings and the classic way, because you could play slow if you get countered by some of the cards, but you generally have like a good opening or a fair opening to at least have monsters on the field, or in case you want, I don't know, banish or destroy cards on the opponent's field when it comes to island traps.
They are repeating again, okay, and yes, I talk from a cave, but the voice modifier is actually pretty cool. I can do so many cool stuff. I can try to hype up the match, like, you know, I don't know, you go like this, and you go like, is Choo Choo gonna bring 4-0? Is he gonna beat all the Black Wing opponents and win for his team, the whole Team Wars? We're gonna see about that right now. That's horrible. But I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Find out next time on Aankara War Z. Exactly. I did love that. Yeah. So, like, I can do stuff, you know? Now, DMCA ban is fine. That's not a DMCA thing. It's actually a fair one. I actually had to go through every single one of my sound effects and make sure that I could use every single one of the music material.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
not...
you don't have Mikey sound effect as well.
Hmm?
Mikey Mouse. I'm sure you don't have that voice.
No,
or, like, that
I can do
sound
so many stuff, but I'll bring it as we go, right? Like, you know, I have
He's
stuff.
trying to make my voice a bit right now. No worries, guys. I'm going to stop it.
This is not even. This is his actual voice. Like, the other one.
It's pretty much the voice
The
like
other
that,
one.
but I guess
The other
that's
one
maybe
is.
the French dub. I'm just putting English words.
Yeah. I mean, I make a really
Yeah,
good
pretty much
dolphin
not.
impression as well, but I'm not gonna do it. Any like Wise
I really
and Tom.
impression. Like, I guess Mikey Mouse was like the only thing
Yeah.
I wanted to do as an impression. I still don't know why.
I mean, there are some people in the chat that are like, we know what Aankara's dolphin impression is, and they're like, yeah, no, don't do that. So I won't do this. But anyway, let me edit the.
I never
let me
heard
edit
that. I guess
the-
you'll have to show me that later,
course.
indeed. Just attacking Layla, straight face.
Yeah, he milled. The mill were pretty bad. While I edit, look at this. Milled Edel, milled
Right, Moon?
no spells, and just summon that. Like, this is looking bad. So Chushu in 4-0 right now. And both repeat, that's really important. That might end up being really key. Both repeat were already used by Neo. We only had 4-5 and they don't
And
have a
actually
repeat.
for the same exact deck, I believe, like the exact same, well, not composition forcefully, but the black wings with level reduction.
I don't know. Jason, Aankara, please turn to Lolly. I think... Like, I have the chipmunk voice that I know. And I have like some stuff that are probably lowly level. But
Okay.
other than that, no.
I don't see that often. Right carry defense using the effect of Orochi to put it in attack.
It's just to play around the floodgate. That's basically it.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so. Very good call indeed, Aankara.
Andy misplayed with that meal. Shake my head. Yeah, sure. Bad. Should have milled better. Yeah, I mean that's just a misplay, right? Milled bad. Was that really a floodgate? No. Oh, that could change things. Unveiling.
Actually, we'll see, Dantec. They may have won.
Right. That could change stuff. Okay, he has everything. Okay, no. Well, he needs a spell in hand. Wait. No, not even. I think he can do triple Raikiri. Because now he can go... Like, he can go... Yeah, he can go 5. And with Storm...
It's a
Wait,
play
no.
I've never seen before. So
No, that's bringing by Raikiri, but that's it.
and you actually bring Raikiri back.
Yeah,
which
but
gets
so...
negated.
Yeah, but
so
so
that
Haya
means
can
you have
negate
another
that.
Harmadan.
Yeah, but then now you just need a level 3 and go Joe and bring by Raikiri. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
level
it.
3, level 2. If you had Armatan, that will be enough. If you had Gale, that is also enough.
Yeah. You just need that. You do Joe.
No, this time, that was actually a very good opening on the side of Sui this time.
Yeah.
And what's even funnier is that he has skipped the turn 1, letting the turn 2 to Choo Choo. Still comes back like that. So here, double destruction. Yeah, she'll be the game here.
Shouldn't he...
And he's going for an Imaru.
Oh no, there was. Yeah, now it's Onimaru.
Onimaru.
Damn, okay. Onimaru taking the game in Choo-Choo after beating 3 Black Wings in a row is finally out.
He isn't out yet, I believe.
I
He's
think-
still alive. Like, it's just his first loss. Choo-Choo
Is it?
just
Oh
needs to
yeah,
bring his
yeah, I made a
second deck.
mistake. Why, what? No, yes. He still has 1 deck. That's fine.
It's fine.
Not dead.
Oh, we did it at the same time. Nice.
Okay, so if he's still in, I can still do this.
Is Choo-Choo gonna do even better with his second deck? What is it gonna be? Karate Man OTK, The Weather, or an actual good deck? Stay tuned. We're gonna see if he crushes everyone and win this match for his team.
I'm gonna have to stop this. But yeah, I'm having too much fun for this. I paid for this. Okay?
Have as much fun as you want. It's
I actually
your
paid
right.
for this.
It's your product. Like you know, like
I'm gonna
even
use
I tell you, I'm sometimes doing more. Like I think I'm more stupid than anybody in the Team Wars team. Like I think I'm the most stupid guy who will just go like saying stupid stuff, bring stories. So no
go.
worries, you're fine, Aankara. Like you're forgiven by the entire. Like no, you're forbidden
You're
by the entire
forgiven.
people. But me, nobody will forbid me. Like they know that if I say one thing, I'm gonna be. Well, that's the thing.
Well, anyways, you took 1 game from Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo is still there. Let's see. Let's see. I like the fact that some people love it, and some people like, why the hell do you do that? I like the fact that not everybody agrees. That's the best part. Oh, and it sang with the burn. That's fine. So, 4-1. Second deck of Choo-Choo versus second deck of CU. 5-5. This is actually a pretty close match. Pretty close match, because I mean, if we look, because this is the second semi-final. We've already seen the other one. And the other semi-final was pretty close as well. X Factors actually beating Destiny Draw 10-8. Pretty tough one. But now it's 5-5. And it's tough to call whoever is gonna win this, to be honest. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what they can do, because next week they will be facing the X Factors in the finals. And we see the X Factors being in the chat, you know, with a notebook, writing everything down, being like, okay, you can do that with Witchcrafter. Okay, I see you, Choo-Choo. That's fine. You know, that's part of the game.
Okay, Chu doing a break. Caps Lock just revealing what Chu is doing. Didn't expect that. Kick W.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh come on. Nah, like it's impossible that everybody in this chat, or I guess right now, that you're toxic, because true toxic will be like, I don't know, like real insults that just comes in your mind like directly. Like I remember back when I was joining the cast with Jano, where I got late unfortunately because my tournament finished later than expected. Like I joined the stream, well obviously I apologize and didn't want to interrupt that much. Had to stay a bit mute to let Jano commentate as well. And I remember there was one guy, random, just bringing the true toxicity to me, being like, oh come on, fuck this Sturby, I wanted Jano alone. And I'm like, happens. Can't say more, happens. But no, for me, like, I don't think everybody is toxic in here. I guess there's maybe some, but there's always any kind of thing. Like, even I can be toxic. I think.
Well,
no,
let's
I
be
don't-
toxic,
I don't think
YOLO,
I've
no
shown my
matter.
toxic side yet. Not even close. LMAO God, yeah. I remember that was also like I comment that was like above you as well, Godfather. It was so funny when I saw the guy saying that loud in front of everyone, and I was like, what? Okay, I got a hater, which is pretty nice having a hater.
No, but
I
it's
wished
fine.
actually to have a hater since 3 months. Like I began streaming, and I wanted a hater, and I just got one. I think I feel proud.
No, but I mean, it's fine.
Nah,
Like, come
Hideki,
on.
it's not even about Godfather. Not even close. That was
Come
not
on, I
even
mean,
him.
look at this.
That was not even him. Trust me.
Andy is not toxic. I mean, look, he has
So
the
not.
best.
So
He
not.
has the
He's
best.
He's the Chad. He's the
He has
Chad.
the
I've
best
known him since
profile.
breaks
He
and
has the best
potatoes.
profile on the whole website. Remember, you know who he is, right? You know who Andy Tsang is. So he's not toxic.
True.
He's cool. See? It's a fact. It's here. It's written. Right?
Exactly.
No problem. He won stuff, you know? Andy who, right? I mean, that happens. Anyway, had to show this. It's just the best thing I've ever seen. Anyway, that's what he said, right? Andy who? I don't know. I had no idea. Like, but, you know, cool guy. You know who he is. He knows who he is. Everybody know who he is.
Okay, just so knows comment. They said that they are already playing for 1 minute.
Oh,
so I
it's
do guess
Shadow
they're
Game.
I don't know if
It's
they're
Shadow
currently
Game.
in the match.
Come on, it's
it might be
fine.
possible they're currently in the match.
Yeah, but come on, you know me and Hazy, we have plans for the Shadow Game stuff. We don't stop at that. Like, we have so many stupid things that have no purpose that we can talk about, right? Like, I don't know, we can go like this, you know, do a transition and go on to player achievement. And you know,
Or
and just say,
I'll verify. There's one thing I don't understand because there's like a replay. I'm just trying to verify one thing here. There were like 3 replays between the 2 players, so I don't know.
it's a Shadow Game. Okay, it's a Shadow Game and it's 5-6, so I'll update all this. No worries about that. We're just waiting. It's 5-6, we know. We're gonna update this, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can actually see the replay if you want because I guess they're
Yeah, but like I would have to hide the hand and everything. I mean, I'm just gonna wait for, because now the replay is
Yeah,
now
up
the
to you
replay is not
indeed, because
live.
what I usually do is when this kind of case happens, there's always a filter that I have which is blurring the hand.
Yeah,
And this
same.
just does
I have
everything
it, I
good so
have it.
nobody sees the
I
hand.
have it, but the thing is, if the next match starts right away, I don't want to like be on delay with the other one. So one
Fair
match
enough,
happened.
up to you.
But yeah, like
I usually
so,
do sometimes like speed commentary as well, but I say up to you. Can't say
yeah,
more.
of course. No, but like it's always annoying anyway when a Shadow Game happened. But let's take a look at the player's achievement while we wait, right? Like it's as simple as that, because these two teams have like really good players, like I said already, but what you're seeing on the stream kind of shows the whole thing and proved the whole thing, right? You have so many player of the week in multiple seasons, back from season 3 for Neo, so they have been there for a while. Players at least have been there for a while. Jan also team of the season in season 3, and like, you know, a lot of really good players. You have of course Mudtiki, who has done an amazing job this season with a 10-1 victory, player of the week, player of the month, rookie of the season in season 5 for Hawaii. I mean, really good players all the way. I'm just gonna update the scores and everything and we'll be good to go. Waiting, so right now it's 5-6 for Diffusion.
Yeah,
is 5-6.
Diffusion, yes.
Update this. Diffusion is 5-6. No worries guys, I'm gonna update all the rest at the same time. Yep. But at least there's that, and so it leaves it as so that means Siu is out and Siu lost in the replay thing, I'm assuming. This actually takes some time, so wait, do I have so we are waiting on the new player basically. Yep, that's exactly as I thought, so we're just gonna go into the next match. I'm gonna update everything, but Siu lost to Choo Choo, who's still in the game.
It's actually a bit bad, I believe. No, okay, that's good. So we only have like 1 replay we've missed.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be showing it I'd say at least at the end of the Team Wars, I guess, because I think it's going to be easier to show it. But I'll go for the current one. Choo Choo against
Same.
Shun.
Same, and maybe Jasmine, if you could tell me or tell us, tell everybody what was the matchup, if you know.
Yeah, I actually saw the replay. So, I mean, because we're
I'm
going to
gonna
be
put
seeing the
Jasmine
duel,
there.
we know
He's
what
playing
was
now.
the second deck
Aankara.
of Choo
He's not
Choo.
playing. Sorry, what were you
But
saying?
yeah. Okay. So I guess they're redoing the duel this one. So that is a glitch.
Is it? Oh, is the game lagging
Yeah,
again?
if it's telling you that the duel ended, I guess it glitched again.
I'm just gonna
So
click spam on this till it dies. I don't care. I've
by
been
the
playing
way,
this
Audion,
game. I've been playing this game for 3 years. I won't be stopped by stuff crashing.
Indeed.
That won't stop me.
Actually, before the game was like stable, it didn't
No, it
crash
was never.
often, and somehow it started to crash more during 2018.
No, these are lies. It always crashed. It was always crashing. It will always crash. That's
I
it.
mean, I guess that was
That's
your
Duel Links.
experience because when I played, I was only doing PvE, not PvP. So when I was playing PvE, it was fine. I was doing the tower, I was like doing the phases. Like I remember back when I started, I had no crash at all. Like I had bad, crappy internet, but it still worked. Hashtag university residents as well.
So okay,
Alright,
we are back.
Gookie. Now that is going to be normal because he's playing Audion.
So normally it's 6-5 now.
Right.
Okay, it's perfect. So now it's 6-5 for diffusion. Choo Choo is still in with 5-1, and we're seeing Gookie from, of course, not Choo Choo because they swapped on me as always. So of course it is Choo Choo at the bottom and Shun, should I say, at the top.
Technically, the joke of buns doesn't work if you pronunciate the name in Japanese. But I do see what I said and what Bun said. That's a good joke. I put it... I put a seal of approval for that joke.
Okay, so it is Gookie
Yep.
on one side versus the second deck of Choo Choo being E-Saber. So
Yep,
this is
a Saber.
also-
I actually said it in the chat as well. Just for, I guess, the people that cannot hear us.
Okay.
Yeah, just no worries. Yeah, you
Okay.
do good on mentioning Aankara. I actually have seen the replay as well, so good call. Let's call it an electrified perf. Well, thank you, Wise. I'll have to look it up for maybe later on. I have a friend who's actually pretty good at knowing the cards on the TCG. Like non-stop, he comes to my streams. He's like, "Hey, do you know about this card? It's actually pretty good in the TCG." He was like, "This card was like giving you the infinite combo and etc." This guy just knows so many cards. So I basically have a real life bot on my sides.
Yeah, I have these kind of
Alright,
friends.
plus it
You
is on
know,
the field.
like you try to talk. You try to talk to Yu-Gi-Oh friends who is like more into the TCG, right? And you're like, oh yeah, so I have this cool archetype, you know, that's it's like it's pretty cool and it does cool stuff. And like for instance, I don't know, you go like you know, you go talk about like 6 samurai and like, yeah, you can go Shi and dual wield, and he's like, yeah, cool, but do you have gateway of the 6? Yeah, like if you don't have gateway of the 6, you don't have 6 samurais. This is not a real game. Like,
Pretty
stop.
stupid. Well, I mean, I guess some of the friends of yours or maybe some of the people will be talking like that, but then some others will not really be that way. Like, it's so funny how divided the Yu-Gi-Oh community can be by just this kind of issues, I guess. And I'm pretty fine with the community in the end. I mean, every community has its own side of the toxicity, and there's still one famous example which I'll put in the mind of everybody a day. I'm not gonna talk about it, I guess. I don't want to actually. So Purgature on the field. Might there be a trap to counter it? Because, like, the fact that he's playing Audion, he must use only traps as spell traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Or so I
Andy.
guess.
That's exactly it, Andy. Same thing. T-Drag is a pretty cool deck. Do you have Colossus? No? Okay. Like imagine the people who play Gookie in the TCG and they're like, oh, what do you do? Cool combos? We basically summon them and then we use Ballista Squad on them. That's it. And we won out of it.
Sure. Like, if you bring yourself to this TCG and try to like tell the Duel Links knowledge you have and like deck list with cards you have from Duel Links, it's obviously going to be bad because you don't have all the cards and you don't even know that there's actually more Gookie cards. So easily that will be horrendous. Like, I guess to play against Abidofu,
Yeah.
but I mean, we know it's just not worth. Gookie was also meta, I believe, back in 2019, if I remember correctly. I believe there was some of them in the WCS 2019 as well.
Potentially.
Like, Salaman Great dominated the entire WCS
yeah, yeah.
last year. Like, that was obvious. Everybody, Salaman Great, I'm gonna play Salaman Great. And then you know this deck actually is not even special, it's just Trish. Like that. It's just that normal archetype that uses Link and then you do things. It's just that it was consistent, had good cards. That is why it was played.
No, but the main thing with Salaman Great is that it was a high ceiling deck if you were like a really good player, but on top of that it was super cheap to have like a decent version of it. Just buy 3 times a pack and like I forgot the name of the starter, the deck that you had to buy, but like you just had to buy 3 of them and that was it. So yeah. Cookie was good in 2018, yeah.
Stella was just broken. Like, Stella being fair is the biggest lie ever told. Sky Striker.
Yeah.
Just saying Sky Striker. Like, I think Sky Striker was worse than Salaman Great. Salaman Great was still a bit horrendous to see.
Yeah,
that I do agree completely.
Exactly, Jason. Soul Burner. But yeah. I mean, most of the tier 1, tier 0 deck in the TCG are not fair. Like, when a deck, in the TCG, when a deck becomes tier 1, tier 0, it's not fair. That's it. Like, I mean, we had some, like, a month or two where, like, I forgot, after the, like, big Salaman Great SS era, we had other decks that were, like, tier 1, and they were not fair either. Like, really not. Like, Shadow, El Shadow, no. Just, no, for, like, a 2-3 weeks or like a month or 2, it's not fun. And now yeah, Unleash next box also no. I mean, the cool thing is if you bring Unleash next box, this will be the first time in the history of Duel Links where you have like a way to make a deck cheaper in Duel Links. Like, I mean, you will just have to buy Unleash 3 times. Well, that's fine. Anyway, back into the field right now with like TTH into Ballista Squad, of course, to be able to use TTH. The whole field being destroyed. On top of that, it was, of course, the Ballista Squad used with the Supprex. So, Supprex allowed to search, and we are going to Supprex City right now with Summon of Gookie Supprex. We have seen the Twist Cobra bring search as well. So, he's gonna have enough attack to power through the Crusader, so at least he will have enough to force the Aleister if it's one in hand, because I was talking about TCG, so I don't even know what is in hand, but yes, there is.
Like, on both situations, it is technically good on both situations.
Cobra Zips. Yes. Cobra Zips.
There is some answer.
And this. Yeah, this one was search. Well, like we saw it was in hand. So, wait. Okay, I thought there was something in damage step. I was like, what?
I will be actually shocked, but actually, ooh, wait, 800 LP on the side of Odeon, on the side of Shun.
Okay, yeah. Just have to get rid of this Cobra with the Crusader is gonna attack, and that is basically it. I don't think you have any out right now. Because like if you have like Herald of the Abyss, you don't have enough life points. Jeez. Oh god damn it. Yeah, this is all on top of that drawing this. Choo Choo being like, yeah, okay. Choo Choo hype train. Till the 10. Andy basically waking up from hibernation. Wait, wanted to counter with this? Oh, that's bad. Wait, what? Immigration. Immigration policy. Yes. Sure, why not?
4 for live. Ah, dang. 4 for live as well.
Why
The man
am I
himself.
laughing at this so hard?
Oh, he's truly live. Wait, he's playing Duel Links right now. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Oh, it's not. Wait, it's not 7.
He's playing the weather.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay,
true,
the man is
it's
playing
true.
the weather
It's actually
as well.
early for you, Andy. It's 4
Okay,
p.m.
4
here.
for big. 4 for bug. No bottom used. Strain the palace.
I mean, he's still staying in the game, so he has to have an out, somewhat of an out. Who plays
I think
Chalice?
Chuchi has the domination. I don't know which card called play over Cossidus.
Well, there are no more Cobra. Dull in the grave. The three
Let's
Cobra
get
in the
4
grave.
foot because fine. That would be actually impressive if people are able to actually speak with Farfa and just convince him to
Like not
bring
talk
Farfa
alone.
for the finals. The Frenchman laughing about immigration. True.
Yeah. Now with Farfa, like if we have Farfa casting the final, we just need to bring a ritual beast, and he will start being like on Twitter, being like, "Oh my God, ritual
That's
beast!
over.
This deck,
Now, if Ritual Beats is
this
brought, he's
deck,
going to be
where you
fine.
time out, and you can't do a normal turn with the deck because there's not enough time in Duel Links." Yeah, I
True.
can't wait to see that.
True. But like, I remember Farfa being like, the time where Ritual Beast was added to Duel Links, one of the first things I said is,
And
I
that's it?
remember Farfa saying that it's actually bad. Because of like one video where it was about a girl saying that she was playing competitive and that a deck was tier 1 and she said Ritual Beast and Farfa was dying of loss so hard, so I was considering that the deck was trash. Then it came in Duel Links and it was not trash. And I was seeing that I was entirely wrong. Like 2 years passed, I was just stupid at that time. So like, if you say Farfa when he sees Ritual Beast he will react like that, I do know he
Yeah.
wouldn't even react like that.
No,
Maybe.
but I mean Farfa. I follow
Black
Farfa.
Moons, yes, maybe he could react pretty surprised, or even
Yeah.
Gookie.
I
Gookie as
mean,
well,
I follow Farfa for the TCG when he talks about TCG, but every time he talks about Duel Links, I'm like, do you actually play the game or? Just-
Yeah, it's so true. Like I
Yeah.
remember, bro. Okay, so I was like in one of the streams of Farfa, like back in March. He was like hosting a duel room. I joined. He checked one of the replays, and I was playing Dark World with Kaling and Kokapek Apu, which is the boss monster of Kaling
Yeah.
Kessler. And he was surprised to see that, and I'm like, wait, hasn't people played something like that in the TCG as well? And I guess not.
I mean, it's always that, right? Like he doesn't
yeah,
have time to
Farfa is
play
fucking
every
hilarious. Like,
single format.
Oh
you know?
man, like one of the best things I've seen from Farfa is when he built Black Wings, he bought packs, he got trash luck. Then when he builds the deck, he plays trash. And I was like, how is it possible? You're playing Black Wings. I was dying of luck every time.
Andy will never let you cast final. We know who you are.
Honestly, Andy Tsang, if we compare you and me, you will be able to cast the finals because you know a lot more than me, easily.
Yeah.
I'm a fool, sir.
I'll see that, but like Palace of the Elemental Lords on one side, on the other side it's just 2 sets and pass. Wait, is this actually See You Later being the second deck? This is what I said, guys, earlier when I said that Neo already used super early. Both their repeat is that it could be really crucial later in the match, and this is exactly where we're seeing it. They brought Gookie as the deck that could beat Element Sabers. It didn't work, didn't go through because not enough Cobra, or like they run out of Cobra too fast. And now they're forced to use what I'm assuming is See You Later Blackwing I guess we'll see, versus Element Saber, which is the worst thing ever. And now the chat is finally spamming what I was expecting they will spam. Finally.
So true. I see nothing wrong here. I don't see anything wrong actually.
Well, yeah, it's a one-man spam. I mean, somewhat. Like, Mist is there, Jason as well, and then there is Godfather, just like with the wall of text. Ooh, the Karma Cat.
Yes. Yes, Karma, yeah.
Yeah, it's Karma, yeah. That makes sense. Shoot this
Managing
guy.
the laser as well,
Yeah.
which is going to be very good.
Why the frog though?
Oh, the frog. I love the frog. And this is actually, I believe, the frog from Yoshi Island, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, well, it's
Yoshi
not.
Island is a very good game as well.
So it is See You Later Ritual Beast. Interesting.
Alright.
Interesting.
I forgot this existed. Haven't even seen almost anything, like maybe
It's-
once.
It's funny
Only
we're
once, I
just
guess.
talking about them. Where is Farfa?
Oh man, Farfa would not be surprised in that kind of match. He will be Ritual Beast, okay. But like, I do agree. If he reacts surprising, like if he reacts surprised, that will be amazing. That will be history on the Duel Links Twitch community, at least. Because we'll have like the same reaction as maybe back in 2018 or something when he saw Ritual Beast. Alright, Ultican Hawk.
Yep. This is looking bad for Chu now. Like as soon as Ritual Beast gets rolling, especially in this matchup with like only one set.
Doesn't use the second effect as well? Or is he just taking the time? Wait, why? So, okay, he has done a fusion before of an ulti Apelia as well. He just puts an ulti Kanahawk. Okay. Okay. Well, he can actually chain the ulti Kanahawk if he wants to. He's not going to do, he's just going to take the time. But he has at least a Canadia, which is destroying the Molu. Shun's still alive, pretty much. Holy, what the heck is that with Weber? Oh my god.
That's what happens when you don't have the emote. Only when you're too
Chat going
lazy.
nuts. Wow. I just realized all the emojis. Jeeves. At least there one time they're saying. So
Okay,
Molahu being brought. Molahu normal summoned. One card set.
Andy only has like the first few ones. Nice.
So tier 1s. Okay. I actually have 0, so.
Oh,
Okay.
Andy
Come on,
deleted. I like
Yes,
the
it
fact that
happens.
all the others spam like crazy.
Okay, so
Andy,
no, it doesn't attack because Alice.
I like the fact that everybody has been spamming for like, you know, like 10,
Yeah,
20 minutes.
3 times.
Andy's like, hey, can I play as well? No. Like, just, no, you don't play.
It's so unfair.
Just
It's so unfair.
Specifically Andy.
But at least he gained. What? See you later on Canadia. What?
Okay.
Okay, that's something I've never seen.
Haven't
before.
seen
Holy-
that
No,
like ever.
it
ever.
makes sense. It makes sense in Ritual Beast, but that is a never seen before.
Okay, that's 6-head play, yeah.
Okay, so damn unexpected. Apologies for the word, by the way. But what is he going to do with that ulti Kanahawk? So Ritual Beast Ambush brings 2 from the graveyard. Bring up Apelio, very good going for Apelio, but he could have gone. No, I'm dumb. Kanahog will be the break. Apelio is better, easily. Apelio-san.
I mean, if he has
So
no
he
back
does
row,
the tamer as well. Okay.
if he has no back row, it's not crazy to do that. But
I mean, yeah. But like, I guess he's just getting a Canadia just to, I guess, stop later on any monster. But it will be only pro Gacha because if you
yeah,
get
right.
okay, Paddle Fin, Molehu Chains.
He needs to play fast or timeout. Yeah. He's playing pretty fast, to be honest.
No, he's playing fast. He's not slow. That's for sure.
Okay, but now the question is,
So
what is the
he
back
has
row?
3 monsters on the field. Ulti Apelio will be destroyed easily. He can still attack with it, where he's not going to get affected by the card by Canadia.
Okay, Canada.
Or so I
Of course,
believe.
before
Because
the
he was
attack.
clever by using it at the start of the battle step, which is going to put face down
And
the Ulti
now-
Apelio. And now he has nothing, just to wait and hope
And
for
now
the best.
Galaxy Cyclone into Purgatory OTK.
One time.
Double Purg now. Yeah. Not happening. That's actually pretty smart and phasing, because now he knows the field is clogged on the other side. So he's chilling. Problem is, there is this pedal fin, so you have to
pedal
use
fin.
the effect.
Yeah. And also he is going to bring back the Ulti Apelio. It's technically fine. He's just going to rely on the back row every time. Didn't have the correct back row. Zelda's attack that much. No. Actually, that looks tough for both of the players because Shun is actually having a good feel in the end. The main issue is 2 fusions on the field, and if one of them is destroyed, well, you'll have one in the graveyard. Though, if he plays 3 Ulti Apelio, he's still technically fine. Okay, he's going to get countered in that situation, so he needs the Pedal Fiend to be face up. And a back row needs to play around the Pedal Fiend, or just needs to wait until he plays around the Ulti Apelio.
Waboku one time.
And it's going to be Karma Cut.
Oh.
Sending Invocation. Nice play. Brings Canadia. That is very good. The main issue though is Ulti Kanahog. But he normal summons Elder. I do guess he could have saved it in the hand here. Okay.
Yeah, that just depends on what's the last background Chuchu side is. That's it.
There's that, but I was actually thinking, let me see the graveyard before. Yeah, he had everything to do any ritual summon, just he wanted to do a second Ulti Kanahog instead of disbanding the first fusion to bring 2 ritual beasts. And then do a fusion using a Pedal Fin. He did something different.
Hellfin bouncing the
It's
last
good to go,
background.
removing the cards, putting them back to the hand. Game. Now it's going to be game. Ulti Apelio just doing the job, he just needs to attack. First effect of the Ulti Kanahog, just in case, putting 2 cards back to the graveyard to draw a card.
One frame, what the? Play, no, stop. Okay, Toledo has the good choice in terms of games. Kiteroid, not happening. Okay, this is pretty much game, like,
And
easy
summons the
peasy.
Prismatic Wind as well
Yeah,
for the
this
biggest
one's
finish.
And this is it. This time, Choo Choo is really
That was-
out, taking out by
That was
Shen.
like Shun's field was risky, as I said, because he has 2 fusions on the field, and if anything happened to one of them, that could be terrible. Plus, then Karma Cut was used because, I mean, it was the card that got targeted by the Pedal Fin. I don't know if he had any back row to stop the other two monsters though, which I do understand why he went to use the Karma card on the Ulti Apelio. That can mean he didn't have a back row that will stop Ulti Apelio, then maybe stop the Ulti Canahawk.
Okay, so what do we have now? We have two players left. We have the brothers. One of them is good. The other owns a bar in Berlin. I'm not saying who is who. Just kidding, of course.
By the way, you forgot number 2 for the amount of losses on Choo Choo. 6-2,
Yeah.
not 6-1.
I'm updating it, no worries.
Okay.
But yeah, Joker side, of course. The two brothers, No and Raw. Really, really good players. Both of them. And yeah. Actually joking about the whole bar thing, but they are actually really, really good players, both of them. And let's see if they can close this game. They need 3 wins. They need to out Shun and Masa, the last player. Let's see what they can do. It's getting to the end. They still have 1 repeat, which might be key. 1 repeat could be the big difference here, the big changer. So I wonder what they're gonna be able to do. Let's see a bit like who they're gonna send. Why
interesting
are they gonna
fact.
send
Okay, so they live in 2 different cities. Okay, Max
them?
K.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul God.
No, but actually, No owns a really, really good place in Berlin. If you come to Berlin, go to his bar. Well, not a bar, like a dance bar. You know how you say that? It's in between, but it's cool. Before Corona, it was cool. Since then, no idea. But anyway, look at this. Player records of Diffusion. And see? No. Well, okay. 13 wins, 12 loss. He's above 50. And now it's Paul. Of course, we don't even know who that is. Just so you know, Jason is 100% cringing right now in the chat, being like, "Can he change his name back to the actual one? We don't know who that is." And I agree with Jason. And Raw.
Wait, what? It's not me. Wait, what is he doing?
Ta-da! That's it. It was
Wait,
easy.
did Shun wanted to duel me? I wrote Paul. What was he doing?
God damn.
Wow.
Disturbia.
Okay, I did
Disturbia
good
memeing
living.
the
I
whole
did good
thing.
living. I'm glad you stayed with the graphic as well. Holy. No, I don't know if he wanted a fun duel, but I
God,
mean, I will do
Disturbia.
after. Not now.
Well, he
no, no.
thought he
No.
thought he
The
was.
man does not need to be confused
He
by just
thought
a P.
he
Come
thought
on.
he was one of the two. What the?
Oh my. I can't believe I mean with Now and Raw by saying Pao is the hidden brother. So I was like, I'm going to name myself Pao, but I didn't expect him putting begin duel. And I was like thinking, dude, that you were like outside of the graphic.
Yeah,
That was the thing.
No. Okay, so this is Raw.
Oh man.
Yeah, at least we get. There is the icon, right? So that's a
See.
way to differentiate them. But let's go. Let's go. It's Raw taking the place of Choo Choo here, and 3 wins away from making it to the final for his team. Wait, did they swap on me? They swapped on me. Of course they did. Okay. Let me modify this. It's Raw. It's Raw at the top. Shun is at the bottom. Shun is down to his last deck. Where of course Raw has both. Like, that works.
Actually, I just realized that I baited just some. Sorry, my friend. Oh man.
He'll completely
Okay, just
beat
going
it.
to be back in the duel. I'm missing a lot of things. So Leicester getting destroyed by an attack from Multi-Apelio, alright. And Leicester was in defense as well. So wise choice here.
So okay, so it is what makes sense. It is Element Saber versus Ritual Beast. Let's see. Germany taking Duel Links over. Well, they have been like Germany has taken over Yu-Gi-Oh in Europe for like I don't know since Yu-Gi-Oh exists. I guess.
Not so sure. Like I don't think they were there like any. I'll have to maybe see the database of like the champions back in the 2000s.
Most
But
players,
like in 2010s, they got way more relevant.
most
talking about
most
Germany.
players in like YCSs and big tournaments in Europe are Germans. So that's definitely Germany has taken over Europe. No, they have done that once, didn't work that well, so you know they refrain
Oh,
from
come
doing
on,
it
let's
again.
not bring the story. Oh no, no. I will feel bad for all the Germany because I'm sure there's some people
It's
that are
fine,
still
I
like
live in Berlin.
done with this
I'm gonna
bullshit
get-
of talking
I'm dead.
about it. Like they will be like, leave us alone. We're a new country. That's all. I'm sure they want to say that they're a new country.
Yeah, last French Nationals was over 2,000 people.
No, for
Yeah,
real. I
wa-
love
I was
Germany.
there.
Like I've got to know some good people.
You know,
so
you want to know Mist? I went to the French National to play Speed Duel. That's how stupid it is. No, you know how French people do, Andy. They surrender and then deny. That's what we do. But yeah, there was over 2,000 people at the last French Nationals. We had, I think, for all of you guys who are like annoyed because, oh god, we have 7 Swiss rounds. I think we had like 14 or 13 Swiss rounds at the last French Nationals. It lasted 2 days. Some people finished their round at like 11 p.m. on Saturday and started back at like 7.
possible. Like, cheapest.
2,000
14 Swiss
2,000
rounds
people.
lasting that much.
2,000 people Swiss rounds format. That's it.
So funny. It's so funny how a card game can last as much as a chess game if we talk about maybe junior category or even normal senior one. Like some of the chess matches, for example, they can last 2-3 hours. And it's insane how Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty much the same thing.
I know, but me it's pretty funny because I'm trying. Sometimes I'm going to the to the shop, like the card shop that's not too far from where I live in Berlin, and like, I tried once or twice to do like some TCG tournament there, and it's funny because there's no bad player in this in this shop. Like every single one of them has at least top a national or YCS, and I'm like, please, I just want to play my Dolce and have fun. No. Eldlish, Elementia, and I don't know, like every single meta deck. Okay, so back to the duel. How is this going? I mean, it is still hard for Raw, of course, to push through the whole board. But at the same time, it is also hard for Shun because there is only really one out to this Cositas.
For defensive, yeah,
It
he
is
has
the
no
Herald.
choice. Yeah, wise choice, because if there's any Fiendish Chain, that could be actually terrible for him. So he goes for the security, goes for the Ultimate Fin. Just say it out loud. Why are you talking chat, Disturbia? Well, pretty simple, Godfather. I like to speak and I like to write as well. That's all.
He's multitasking.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to
Computers
interrupt
are
me.
made for that. Computers are made for that, so I take all the profits.
It just Disturbia doesn't want to interrupt me because he's being nice, but he also doesn't want to stop speaking, so he just goes to the chat. That's it.
Yeah, Aankara said everything.
Wow, Godfather. Wow. You were nicer to me when I was carrying your ass at TFT. God damn it.
Okay, too far. Put the gut down. Oh man. The infamous line from Pepe, one of the Star Fox characters. Alright, 2 window on the field. Still, Shun is able to stay in defense. Now, if he was playing Shadow Game, that would have been really terrible for him. Definitively. So
Yeah.
LP wise, he doesn't even need to be worried about it.
I mean, we all know how it goes.
Ulti Apelio, alright.
We all know how it goes. It's at some point the Element Saber.
Go bad, Malahi.
At some point the Element Saber is gonna run out of resources to flip the
Well, yeah.
Apelio, and on the other side, there's no way you go through the Cositus without Herald. That's it. We'll have a golem or
Yeah,
anything.
I think you're right, because seeing Shun's skill, maybe he's playing Heralds, Cosmic Cyclones. Though I hope I didn't miss any Cosmic Cyclone, but I do know if you play such version, you will need both of these cards, Herald of the Abyss and Cosmic Cyclone. They're played together. So who touched you when you were 9 Disturbia? Alright, I guess he wants a bit of story. Well, that was... I won't say he was a classmate, because he was in a different class. Like, in my primary school, there were 2 classes,
Are we actually going
and
down
it was
that
the
road?
other one. But like, what was funny is, I remember people started with Pokemon, but like, I don't know why in my school, everybody went fast with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So we started like, getting cards, buying packs, and maybe trade or maybe play. It was more about collection. So I was just showing that I had them because people were interested in Morphtronics. So I was like, hey, I have this if you want me to exchange anything. And I don't know why the guy he wasn't mad, but he was acting stupid. The guy just puts his hand on my throat and like tries to put me in the wall like that and all. And he's like, give me all of your Morphtronic cards. And I'm like,
Put me in
What
the
the hell?
wall for Morphtronics.
and not only is that stupid, but first,
Legit, what the
Morphtronics?
hell?
bad in TCG. And I knew it at that age. And then there was like one of the, I say it in French, surveillant, but like one of the people that, they watch over the children, like some of them just
Yeah,
come in the school
Pawns.
and just for help. One of them came to stop this kid, and fortunately it didn't went bad for me, but for him.
And he
And
also
then the
took
guy
the
starts
Morphtronic
crying, and I'm
cards.
like, why did you act like that? But that's children for you. That's children. This reminds me of that Sasuke Itachi wall meme.
God damn it. Well, anyway, the duel. While we talk, it's funny how like we commentated every single duel, but when we got to like Ritual Beast versus Element Saber, we're like, oh no, not this.
And Witchcrafter, by the way, let's not skip that. But I mean, at some point, like, we cannot blame ourselves, because most of the people will start to know about the plays, but obviously when some plays are getting very weird and like unique, we just come back to it and we explain it. It's going to be a common thing. Otherwise, we're like, we know this for 10 months. And you're gonna have to know that who gives a shit about that? Maybe the new players. But
We'll
that's it.
see, we'll see. But here, I mean, the matchup is pretty standard, and it's
He has the
finally
list.
happening. I
2
think.
list here. Oh man. Yep. That was over actually.
And that is it.
No back row and having a Pergacha was actually it.
Okay. So now this is done. We go to actual duels. As if this one wasn't one. But anyway. Shun is like, I'm impressed. I'm leaving the room. He's even messaging. That's so cool. So Raw is taking this game. Let's see. So that makes it 6-8, and the last player for Neo, Masa, needs to go at least 4-1 to get this win for his team. But he can definitely do it. I mean, we've seen it before. Doable. But let's see.
Massa. I think this is the player that played, if I remember correctly, DDD when I catched the second match, like the second week of Team Wars this season. I believe he played DDD.
Could be.
I'll have to actually verify if I'm correct, but I'm sure it is.
Well, I mean, again, if we look at these amazing graphics that are there on your screen, you can see that Masa is actually the third best performing player out of Neo's team. So he's definitely, he can clutch it out for his team. He can definitely do it. He has played 6 matches, 12-11, which is fine. It's above average, and this is what we want in Team Wars. You want to win more than you want to lose. Wow, math, science, NA math. And let's see how it goes with the actual match. Masa versus Raw, 6-8. And let's see if Masa can come back or if Raw is gonna close these things. Basically, is Raw gonna do this on his own, or he's gonna ask his little brother for help? Or his big brother? I have no idea. His brother. Let's stop on this.
Alright, no, that was the wrong play I had in mind. That was Karen. Alright. Good to know that I was wrong. I'm going to join, stay quiet, and you start with the commentary. Apologies.
So let's go. So we're seeing, okay. Another, like, randomly there are bees flying in my flat. That's interesting. Cool. Anyway, who cares? I'll die here. Joke aside, let's see. Raw has 2 decks, Masa has 2 decks, 6-8 in favor of Diffusion. No is still in the back,
Mirror
waiting
match,
if needed. And we're seeing a mirror of Element Sabers. So, definitely the best start possible for Raw, because of course, again, they swapped on me, so gonna have to switch this, but Masa is at the top, and let's see if he can do as good as Raw in terms of starters. Doesn't seem like it. This might be a long duel though. Okay, he has the Palace as well. Master, sadly, the stream is gonna be fully in English. You won't hear me speak French, not on the Team Wars channel. Sadly. I mean, you will probably hear me say baguette and stuff like this. But, that's about it. Probably stop there. Can you speak Italian? No. I'm partly Italian, but only my dad speaks it. I don't. I understand Italian. I don't speak it at all. Or like the very basic. I speak French and English, and I manage in German, if you want to know. That's it. But most German people make fun of my German accent because, well, it's a French accent. It's basically it. So, let's see. This is gonna be a slow duel anyway, we all know. We all know how this matchup works. It's a matchup of resources. And it's always, in these kind of resources matchup, it's always hard to know, right? Yeah, I betrayed France. Now I just work in Berlin. I just live and work in Berlin. That's how I know No, that's how I know Nergard, and other people that I met at Worlds in 2019, of course, but mostly directly the German living in Berlin. So, basically Nergard. Because I don't know the others. I'm sure there are other people in the Duel Links community that live in Berlin, but I don't know any of them. I know Nergard and No. That's basically it. For those who live in Berlin. Your England is not perfect, but you speak really well, Queen. What? No, what?
Okay. Buddy, which is going to trigger the palace. Pretty good.
Living in Berlin is the worst way of learning German, actually. It forces you to make efforts. Like, you have to force yourself to speak German in order to learn German. Because people will speak to you in English. But other than that, if you force yourself to learn German, you will learn German here. But it's not the easy thing.
I guess it depends on. I mean, almost all the countries are similar when it comes to learning a language.
I mean,
Like,
but
some of
the
the
thing
countries
is,
are not even able to speak English anyway,
No, but
so
the thing
it's
is-
making things difficult.
the thing is, in Berlin, you go anywhere, almost anywhere in Berlin, like in a shop, in restaurant, and anything, and the person will speak to you in English. If you go to München, Frankfurt, anywhere, there are way more chances that you will find people that do not speak English, and so you will have to speak German. That's the difference. In Berlin, you have to force yourself to speak German because people can and will answer you in English. In other cities, you are forced to speak German. That's the difference.
I mean, the best tip is you learn the language in the country you are, or at least learn the basics.
Yeah.
Just for the respect of the country and the inhabitants that are living there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all a question of respect. If you go to France, you need to at least know the basic of French, and at least it's going to be fine, you know? Like, you're going to be speaking to most of the people, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Oh, and I was gonna say, I was watching with one eye and I see this bad aim
You
on
do
this
good.
Purgatrio, and I'm like, yes,
you're like, yes, alright.
that's the bad aim we wanted to see.
Yes, sir. So at least he has an Aleister in the hand.
No, wherever
Normal
that's
summon.
the
Yes,
funny
he
part
did,
about
so he's not
No.
able to normal summon again.
Wherever that's the funny part about No is that No actually speaks well English, but when he writes in English, you think he's high on drugs. Doesn't make sense, but he speaks actually well.
You
I'm
know
not-
what? That makes me remember of like a friend of mine for, I guess, a Mario Kart Wii server-ish. The guy just writes terrible French, which I don't know why he does, but he likes to do that. And he actually knows to write pretty well and also
Nah.
speak like.
Max, it's baguette by far. Sorry about that.
Well,
but
it's
baguette.
actually not only baguette, but the guy also is good at like coding, so it's both sides.
Also.
And it explains everything as why he's actually not wanting to write properly. Hashtag informatics. I mean programming, sorry.
Okay,
So, Fusion Reserve, but then Purgatory is attacking, can boost his attack if he
yeah,
wants to.
but I mean, 4,000 life
But he
points. on the
knows
other
that's
side,
going to be an issue, but I mean, he has to, I guess. Or else he can maybe take the 1,000, but they'll probably not use a Aleister, both of them. Yeah. That's what I thought. That was a situation that it will be actually pretty stupid to waste the Aleister. I do agree, Bratwurst is so delicious.
So let's see. Now both Molehus are flip face up, but only Massa has the field spell. So if Ra wants to use it, he needs to discard from hand. He has 3 cards in hand, so in terms of card advantage, he is ahead, but in terms of board state, that's not as true. Baguette is cheaper, bratwurst more delicious. I don't know. I'm a big fan of baguette. Way more than bratwurst, to be honest.
I mean, I don't know. At some point, like, there are not all the baguettes that are like tasteful. Some of them are more tasteful than other baguettes.
I like
But
how
bratwurst
weird.
has like a different kind of taste. Like it's really, I don't know. It's tasteful. Sorry.
Yeah. I like how we're just giving up on casting because, like, oh my god.
I'm not giving up on casting. Like you say that, but
No,
I'm
but,
always
like,
like
let's
mixing up.
do-
Like, if
okay,
I have to say,
okay.
bro, look at that! The man is
Yeah,
just drinking a
let's
magical.
do- let's
he's
do a
using
challenge.
3 Leicester.
Let's okay.
Then I
we're
will tell
gonna
you
we're gonna
it's
try.
late.
We're gonna try. We're
Okay,
gonna
he's
try.
going with 1
Let's go.
Leicester so far.
Yes. Let's
2
make this
Leicester.
dynamic. Let's make this dynamic. Let's
2
go.
Leicester, which is going to be destroying that Purgatro.
Let's go.
And Massa did not want to use the Leicester as well. He
Caster
has it
free
still in
fight.
the hand, I believe, as well.
Let's go. So, on one end, taking back the advantage on the field, but Aleister being summoned by Massa, he's going to be able to search the invocation, and he's probably going to be able to go on another Purgatrio. We see one being in the graveyard, another one already being banished, so he's down to his last Purgatrio in his extra deck. And look at that, we can act as if this is actually interesting. Lol. No. Kidding, of course. The third Purgatrio, there is a face down on Raw's side. Is it going to be something that can negate this Purgatrio? Keep in mind, guys, that this is the last Purgatrio of Massa. If this one is sent to the graveyard, there's no more real way of getting through the Casitas. Top of that, though, the whole logic about
Okay, I think he has the
deck out
third
potential
place.
is
No,
something.
Fiendish Chain.
Fiendish Chain being used.
Well, forcing Molahu.
I mean, Majlanika is not always played, but I'm assuming he's playing it because there is the Aina. But on top, but it's not as good. It's not as good. And on top of that, of course, we're seeing like 1 Aleister in the grave already. Invocation, of course, on Raw's side. We're gonna see that every single turn. As of now, this is getting like to the point where like
Excuse
they're
me?
getting loan resources.
Aankara, excuse me, you made one mistake. It's not Magellanica, it's Magellanica. Like Jano says.
True. Jano, the one who speaks the
Oh,
true names.
Jano is wonderful. Jano is wonderful the way he said Magellanica. So great.
Just summon Mikaba, that's true. Just go with that. Okay. The deck out is still something they have to keep in mind, I guess. But here that's really nicely played, of course, nicely done. Resetting the Purgatrio. 3,500 again. Gonna try to push again to get rid of the monsters on the other side of the field. Let's see, and it's attacking right now. And this is going through, guys. This is actually going through. And this is gonna be the game for Massa. 7-8.
Probably he had an unending Shane set. At least that will be my guess. So 7-8. Still pretty close when it comes to scoring as well.
Indeed, it's pretty close. And I mean, they still have one repeat, but I don't think they want to use
Which
it.
I think
on mirror.
they'll use it.
I mean, depends. If they have bad decks versus like Element Sabers, sure, but like Raw, I think won already a game, so you can't use it anymore.
True.
But potentially behind there is like no who can still make use of it. We'll see. They still have that advantage as well. Okay, let's see. 7-8. Massa versus Raw. Raw down to his second deck now. Let's go. This is not a repeat, it seems like. This is just another duel. Yeah, oh! Okay. Are we seeing another Blackwing level reduction?
Almost. I mean, since it's Rose turn, knowing the team, they will not. We're talking about diffusion, and it's not like Neo. There are two teams that can surprise, but it's not, I'd say, going. Oh wait, oh no. Okay, see. Sorry. Yeah, definitively. Now that surprises me. A lot of people trying this build.
Yeah, it actually is a really good build. That's like... Yeah, Raw can repeat since he won already, yeah.
Yeah, +1 jazz.
So now he has like a pretty good setup. I mean, he searched for Pinaki, gonna summon it, gonna allow him to search again. Only with 1200, so he can't search anything to be honest, but he can still search, of course, the Armatan, which is really nice, and either another Armatan or Orochi. We're seeing the Orochi.
Now the fact that he opens Simun then Pinaki is a good opening this time. And yeah, whoever actually says it indeed. If we see Purgatrio, that's Ripperoni.
Yep. I mean, it depends. This is really a build that's made more for Witchcrafter than for Element Sabers, that's for sure. If you want to play versus Element Sabers, you play with See You Later. Way more effective. Even more than the actual peak performance one with Nickel Valley, but... Let's see. Raikiri being summoned, of course. Pinaki is still in the field. Are we gonna see like a level 4 Orochi being used? Gonna put Pinaki, I guess, in defense? Yep. Are we gonna end on this for Raw?
He could do Obsidian Hogja, brings the moon, then Pinaki's effect triggers. Yeah, he's going for it indeed. He's going to go for the Obsidian Hogja this time.
Let's go, Joe being summoned. This is a pretty nice turn 1 setup, not gonna lie. Pinaki, of course, gonna use it for search and searching
Not
Chris
using the effect of Obsidian Hogja, so I do guess he thinks that he is about to get Purgatria turn 2.
I mean, there are no real, like, the thing is, you usually don't get Purgatria turn 2 because, like, well, you would need like a specific
yeah, it
card,
depends
of
on the
course.
good hand. Like
It's a
Molly
god hand
helps
if
you
want.
because you can send an element saber, but then you need invocation and a Leicester in hand, and that is how you could do a Purgatrio early, which
I
is
think it
indeed
just-
going to defeat the.
I think it's just basically you want to Joe early to just have it set up and not get like blocked by any like Canadia floodgate or anything. But not sure
Yeah.
Joe is actually gonna be able to go through here because let's say he uses something right away on Joe and then Joe is flipped face up again and gets floodgated or something. This could be blocked. And he's setting 3. I mean, Massa has really a good hand here. This could completely be an 8-8. Okay, so summoning... Okay, summoning Gale. Special summon of it. Keep in mind the level reduction, of course, as always.
If he does level reduction right now, it's not going to be good. He needs to.
No.
He needs to do one secret list. That's going to be tough. I guess he wants to use Gale's effect to try to trigger one of the traps or spells, or was maybe for the summoning. But then he'll have to reduce by half Molehu's stats as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here he's using the effect of Molehu, which is going to flip down Gale definitively.
Yep.
No, he is pretty confident to go for that. I guess what he wanted to do is stop second synchro, use Obsidian Hogjo that brings back Raikiri. But
Yeah.
normally he has everything to stop this kind of
I'm like, this is
combination or anything. So
this Raikiri is never staying face up. Yep, Floodgate Grapple. There was
yeah,
no way
if
on
he had
this.
Lance, that would actually have been bad. So no Lance, only Obsidian Hogjo. He's at least able to attack, but he can be stopped again from this attack.
He has something else. I don't believe in that. Or even he just needs like.
Canadian.
He just needs to go like for Purgatory on next turn if he has it.
No, he takes the damage.
Wait, did he
I guess he's
search
saving
last
the
turn?
spells and
No.
traps this time.
Did he search on his last turn? Don't
With
think he
the
did.
palace, good question.
I don't. Yeah, he did. He did. He searched.
He searched it all,
Yeah.
so this turn he wouldn't be able to attack. I see why he wasn't even using the spell or a trap. He's forced to wait here, or else he can actually use one of the element sabers that are in the graveyard. No, it's not. He has 3 different attributes, it's useless. Yep, exactly. Skips the battle phase automatically due to the palace. So, in terms of staple, Massa has the advantage. So, Ro has to play well over this kind of nasty field, which is not going to be easy for him, as he's playing Black Wings.
Yeah, that's definitely not the version of Blackwing you want to play in this matchup. It's really not meant for that. You usually don't have Blackbird Claws, you do not have the See You Later to play around stuff, you're very, very
I
sensible to
don't
back row
think
and
the
flip things
version
down.
is the problem if you're talking about skill, because level reduction, I don't see it so bad against Element Saber, but in terms of archetype, I do agree it sometimes can be bad if they have only staples. Mainly when they don't have so much Cyclones to, you know, disrupt and remove some back row.
No, but I mean, See You Later, for instance, allows you at least to unclog your field if you get like floodgated too many times or Canadia at the wrong moment and stuff.
Exact.
When like here, like
Exactly.
it's this is a deck that like the level reduction version is basically good versus any deck that won't prevent your combo but will try to negate your effects and destroy your monster.
Exactly. As we've seen against Witchcrafter. And yeah, true, people are pointing it out, but Aina, which is played less, but that we see it from the Element Saber of Massa.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see where we are now. It's still pretty clogged. I mean, Massa needs definitely to draw an Aleister to really get the combo started, but for now, he's still chilling. He has all the protection in the world, he has everything he wants. The Raikiri's in the grave, but there is still Joe on the field that can summon him back. The question is Joe gonna stay on the field? Okay, just setting a monster.
He's gonna gale it off.
Yep. Okay, 1350, of course. Joe gonna try to use its effect now to bring back the Raikiri. You want that pressure, you want to be able to use Raikiri's effect, but I mean, the chances that he goes through are like close to 0. Just, here we go. Just Molehu doing Molehu things and flipping the Raikiri face down.
The card that is set on the side of Pro actually should be a Cosmic Cyclone, can also be a counter trap, but otherwise the counter trap will be in hand, so I do know he doesn't. I believe that kind of version that plays level
Oh.
reduction. Ooh.
Whoa, hold on. I
point
haven't
of
seen
Red
that in
Lotus.
a while. Okay, I haven't seen that in a while. Upon 12 the Red Lotus, you can pay 2000 life points and reveal all the cards in your hand, look at your opponent's hand and select one card. But the most important part, of course, is the fact that you pay 2000. So you can de-draw on your next turn. But, I mean, here...
He's taking the
Forbidden
risk, like he did all of
Lens.
that to get some space for invocation, so if he doesn't have a second invocation, he's bad.
Bad aim. Oh, bad aim on
Oh,
the Aleister.
good
Dodging
play, bad
the
aim on
lens.
its own Aleister, which is still letting him do the fusion.
Majlanica being summoned now. But it's only Majlanica, it's not...
Why didn't he attack Gale? Why did he not attack Gale? For what reason?
Does he... I don't know.
But that wouldn't be possible. That wouldn't
think
be
it- I
possible.
think
He
it's-
had the game, so
I
why
think
didn't he
it's-
attack Gale?
I think...
I
I think I'm gonna agree with Wise. He was low on timer and just played fast.
Oh yes, if he was low in timer,
That's the only thing.
that is the
because-
very sad misclick here.
Yeah, that's timer. 100% timer.
Yeah.
But this is no Raw taking the game. One duel away.
That is the comeback here, definitively.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, sounds like it exactly.
Okay, so this is 7-9 now. Down to his last deck. Okay. What the hell happened?
A surprising timeout though.
So, I think this is the moment to use it for one last.
Time. But this might be the final duel of this semi-final. Is Massa gonna come back? Is he gonna clutch it out for his team? Or is Raw gonna end this war here and now with his deck? Is Element Saber gonna win? Or is some surprising deck from Massa gonna win it all? Let's see right away.
Yeah, the stuttering Hegelian. Sadly, that happens. Sadly,
What's
sometimes
amazing
I
is
do.
that your voice right now sounded like Triff. Some people say that you sounded like Triff.
True.
Actually, we need... I just thought of that. Farfa, Triff, for commenting the finals of Team Wars Season 7. Wouldn't this be epic, actually?
Can you say Pendulum best deck? French Riff? Yeah.
Yes, I
guess.
can. Yes, I can. Endymion. I love Endymion. Actually, Endymion was one of the first structured decks I bought. Okay, invoked Neos this time.
Let's see. This is 7-9,
So,
guys.
not really the same kind of play like with Element Saber. This one should be faster in terms of like the
Yeah.
cards that you play inside Invoked Neo. So this will be more chill normally for Massa. Oh, actually, Aankara, just some is asking you if you can say Pendulum best
Yeah,
deck
I saw.
with the voice you did. Okay.
You know what? He has been a really amazing ref this whole season. So, you know what?
Pendulum, best deck.
Ta-da, that's it. You got that, Jason. Clip it, do whatever you want with it.
Oh,
And that's it for today. I'm not using this anymore. But you have it, Jason.
yeah. Ooh, Karma cut early, which is still good as you banish the Simoon. Ro needs a Blackwing, but normally he has one, so...
And here we go. He played around one with the Karma
I
cat.
think when you usually play against Blackwing, I started to know that you need to wait for the synchro, then you do the plays. If you wait for the synchro, that's when you actually get to be good. I mean, that you get a good feel, that then you start destroying.
Yeah, I'm not... Chill, guys. I won't use this again. Like, you will have to wait for next season to hear me use that again. But I'll be there with this. No worries.
Or
Cosmic
maybe
Cyclones.
next Aankara private stream, you know?
Yeah, I do that
Like
in my
maybe
private
for-
streams. But I do that in baguette language, so...
Actually, that was a good opening. Even if it was an early Karma cut, he's still fine.
Yeah, this is pretty much over. Blackwing.
Well, I guess. Let me see in the graveyard. No, there's nothing. There's just an evocation.
I mean, it's not 1000% over depending on the one last card. That's it.
And just did the clip. Unbelievable. So now there's going to be Raikiri. If he has another one, he's good to go. Level reduction, so he has one.
Yep.
Yep. That's going to be it.
And no, we won't cast this in French, Popeye, but what I can tell you in English, in French, or in German is that this is over, guys. Field is opened. There is not much that can be done. Still going for Joe, of course. Raw flexing to another dimension. And let's go with Joe plus Raikiri on the field. Easy peasy. That's Blackwing for you. Gonna go into battle phase. And this, guys...
Pour finir, un petit peu de... On va dire quelques mots en français, hein.
Oh, hell no.
Pour dire que c'est une sacrée fin. Une sacrée fin. Et profitons-en parce que nous sommes deux Français.
Yeah.
Et c'est la fin de ce match. The end of the match.
Okay, back to English. You had it, Popeye. You happy now. We did it in French. Anyway, this is over, guys. 7-10. 7-10 for Diffusion. Raw taking the whole thing. Congratulations to both teams. This was an amazing match, to be honest. It was really close for a big part of it. Just, you know, as I said, like the moment where they had no repeat and were forced to go like Black Wings at some point where they didn't want to, that kind of changed it for Neo, sadly. But god damn it. God damn it, it works.
Yeah. I knew when I saw the matchup for these two teams that it will be very surprising, and I was not disappointed. That was actually very great to see this diversity and this side of uniqueness, because Neo as a team, I really respected them because of that side of they play a match, but there's at least 1-2 decks that they play that is unique, that hasn't been seen that much, and they still play it. And Diffusion does this as well. So big up to both teams for this match, and again congratulations to Diffusion, and big up again for Neo. Big up for both teams here.
Yep, definitely GG, definitely. I'll have to end the stream here, sadly, because no time for interview. I have to do some stuff in real life, but I had a blast casting. I have no idea who is going to cast actually for the finals, but I'm sure it's going to be epic casters, and that's going to be dope, and that will be next week,
And
it's going to be
be
amazing.
PDS and Hideki Bro, the
It
classics.
is.
I'm
and
sure
and
at
they're
least
going to
these
be
two can be expected for the finals.
PDS or
And
yeah, I don't
still
know.
think I was honored to be commenting one of the semifinals. Like I didn't
It's
expect to
cool.
be able to do one. So
Yeah, we're
hope
gonna
you enjoyed
host-
the commentary and my annoying stupid stories. But yeah, hope at
Yeah.
least you enjoyed the matches, which is what matters.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in with us. Thanks to the two teams. Thanks to Sturbia for casting with me. And yes, please, Hazy, go host Farfa. That's gonna be fun. I want to see how he reacts.
Yeah, we have
Anyway,
to. We have to. And we actually need to also say for forecast the finals of the
Yeah,
team
no,
wars.
don't
We need
say
to actually
that.
tell him that
Don't
as
take
well.
the
I guess.
risk. Don't take the risk of him saying yes. Just don't do that. But but anyway, had a blast.
you.
Was fun. Have fun in the final, guys. And you know, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be next week.
This was Aankara and Disturbia. This is going to be an amazing Team Wars final next week, and we are out.